Hours of WTF Nation Radio.
Is that actually a picture of the Antichrist crying? I like it. It's tasty.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Sergeant's Time. This 26th of April, 2018, broadcasting live from the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence. Woo! There's been a lot of Center of Excellence going on right now. If you're well, let me just start off. I guess the main page is throwing up some shit that's causing a lot of drama. Holy crap! And they haven't even released the full story yet. So more to follow on that if you've been paying attention to what's going on the main page. I guess the United States Army Sergeants Major Academy, NCO Center of Excellence and Leadership Excellence of. So I guess they have like what? It's like so now it's PLDC, BNOC, ANOC, MLOC, NOCLOC or something like that. Is that how it fucking goes now for these fucking schools and shit? So apparently there's been some sort of debacle that's got everybody fucking riled the fuck up, and you would thought, holy shit, these were Joes that were fucking complaining and talking shit, but it was all a bunch of fucking, I mean, visceral, vicious comments coming out from senior NCOs. And we were just like, God damn. Kind of hit the fucking nail on the head to get them all fucking riled up like that, huh? I'm just saying. But, yeah. We'll see what happens when the story's released. It was just a fucking teaser. Stay tuned and all this other shit. And man, it got everybody. Shut up! Tap out affliction! I love it. I just like watching vet rage. Sometimes vet rage is fucking hilarious when you see what the fuck they're complaining about. What I mean, what's worse, a dino puppet or the fucking just one single post on the main page? One single post on the main page, and that's what got everybody fucking riled the fuck up. Then there were all senior NCOs that were riled the fuck up. How do we know?
I saw those comments. You know how I know? Because they start throwing out those buzzwords. Oh, personal courage and,
Sergeant,
Army integrity.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I need to use these words.
I need to use these words, yeah. A lot of, how can I say, a lot of stones being thrown in glass houses, I guess you would say. Yeah. Let's just say our inbox goes way back. Way back. Way back. Way back to the dawn of time. We're WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF Moments first formed. We have those mails. We have the technology. Unreal. Loyalty, I guess, right?
Yeah, loyalty, integrity, personal courage. Like I said, it's just a teaser.
It is, man. You don't fucking need to know what ranks. Yeah, exactly. You don't even know exactly that. You don't even know the story. I don't even know what the fucking story is.
Like isn't Jose like on some blackout? I saw that comment. I'm like, what's going on? Like Jose's supposed to give me the news.
Jose's been like fucking disappeared. I don't know something with Jose, man. I think he's been
he's had tacos in weeks.
I know, dude. Haven't had a fucking taco truck. Haven't had him fucking talking shit. He's not poked anybody around. You follow him on Twitter, right? Has he been busy on Twitter?
No, I'm gonna have to have a talk.
Yeah, dude.
DM him.
Yeah, that you gotta give him the personal the taco message, man, because nobody's heard from him. Everyone's like wondering what the fuck's going on, and hey, what's up, dude? And it's just like, crap. Yeah, exactly that, Cause. How do people fucking know about this situation if they don't know about the situation? And diming themselves out. I could tell you what, that's some fucking true loyalty. We could go back in the inbox and see how many people have helped us out, but our policy is strict, no fucking, you know what I mean? Well, except for WTF Nation Radio, we don't have that policy. So if you're like somebody like Even Friel, that guy, remember that fucking troll? Yeah, we have no problems diming you out. We'll dime you the fuck out. But the main page has strict protocols and policy, and very rarely do they break them. But I tell you what, the just, sitting around the fucking cooler, the big bosses were kind of like, you know what? There's a couple people here that have asked for our assistance and have asked for our help, and this is the way we treat. Back when they were younger NCOs, and it's almost like that place is fucking, I don't know. Thank you, for saying that I'm older enough to see the dawn of time. There's a couple people that are about as old as me that have seen the dawn of time. I actually walked up on fucking Al. He was already there during the dawn of time. Al was just sitting there going, "Hey, what's up, Ice?" I'm like, "Dude, fuck you doing here?" Dawn of time. Hey, what's going on, Al? So, but yeah, dude, everyone was getting riled the fuck up. I mean, there was individuals that were running comment streams all fucking night, to the point where they're like, "Ice, okay, you're of senior ranking of rankings. Find out who these people are, and let's do some finding it out." And finding it out I did. Wow. Never have I heard such name calling. The story hasn't even been released. That's what blows me the fuck away. The story, the details, the names, the people involved, investigations that we don't even fucking know may or may not happen, have not even been released. Nobody said shit. A simple post with a t-shirt on it. Got everybody riled up. I fucking love it. But we will find out. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that Jose is over at fucking Sergeant Major's Academy and he's fucking hiding out on assignment, not willing to fucking get busted. I always wondered about Jose. He's a mysterious individual. So
if Jose's got that damn taco truck over there.
I'm betting.
Major's Academy.
I'm telling you, I think what it is.
I'm gonna be a little upset.
That's what I think it is. I think Jose is over there fucking off, goofing off, and everybody knows that he's like probably a sergeant major, or he's probably like a guest instructor or somebody or something to where he knows something. Because you kind of notice how look at the timeline of Jose's disappearance. I mean, I should say media hideout, or whatever you want to call it. Tonight's drink been brought to you by once again Straight Jack. I'm sipping this time. Sipping on the Jack. So anyways, as soon as he said, "Hey guys, I need to go on some social media blackout," blah, blah, everyone's kind of like, "Ha ha ha, yeah, whatever." And then the next thing you know, fucking Zuckerberg fucking was in front of Congress. And then other shit started happening. And then certain media events started happening. And I'm thinking, I mean, I sent him like a couple of, PMs. It's like, "Dude, you all right, man?" I was like, "Oh, I'm good. Just doing shit." Nothing. Then all of a sudden, this story breaks out. Again, the story just breaks out like with details that only those, and that's what's funny, only those attending the course know what that post is about because you saw the fucking comments. Then, of course, the legion of admins on the main page fucking just decided to let's fucking love it. I fucking love it. It's awesome. I don't want to set I really don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to tear it apart type shit. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Holy.
You just gotta put a picture of fire and
just gotta. Oh my god. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, they were like, they were livid. I mean, the visceral comments of, "You don't understand. You're hiding behind being an admin," with a fake name. They're telling us this shit. They have fake names. We know this. I love it. I fucking love. I'm just on my mic now, so that way I can yell into it again. I love it. Hiding behind a mic. Fuck. Whoa, you're hiding behind your Facebook shit.
I mean, I did. That's like the first thing I did when I woke up this morning. I kind of check what's going on Facebook. I have to wake up slowly. And I'm like, what is going on here? Why is everybody so angry?
Angry. You ain't lying. And if you're looking at these profiles, and I hope you guys are locking them down now, man, holy shit. 1 million followers. The 1 million followers of the Persian. Oh, right, wrong movie. The 1 million followers of the WTF Nation are watching you right now. Our arrows will blot out the sun. That's what it fucking felt like. They were you guys were they're acting like straight fucking privates crying. Privates don't even cry like this. And 1 million followers are watching this. Integrity and leadership, you're the fishbowl and and you're doing this and blah, blah, blah. The comments are still coming. Unreal.
Go catch up on them again and see what I missed, over the last couple hours and see.
I'm just shocked.
How much more butthurt there is.
Oh my God, it's unreal. Fuck. You better not. I'm like these are, I'm like Jose. English is my second language, so I have to learn big words and shit like that. So that way I don't sound like a complete idiot, right? For this job, so I have to be up on the lingo, like you said, Spanky. All the buzzwords were climbing the fuck out. Well, goddamn. There's a word for more, I guess, that when you go crazy and get like really throw a fucking shit. There's like a proper word. It's called apoplectic. Like when you go complete ape shit, but that's like a proper way of saying it. This is like I guess you would say it's like it's like the proper way of throwing a shit fit. The apoplectic. I mean, if these are the individuals that are coming out of that facility that are going down to the fucking line, woo! Our inbox is going to be filled when they fucking graduate, I guess.
Guess that's what's going to keep it in business.
I guess.
Hey,
I'm about to say.
That's the sad thing.
You keep that business coming there, sergeants, majors. At the NCO Leadership Center. They stole our name. You notice that? They stole our name. The whole time we were the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence for what? Almost a year now?
Right.
Then all of a sudden the NCO Leadership. Everyone's a Center of Excellence now. Who's the fucking QC for Centers of Excellence? Who is there like a Center of Excellence to be Center of Excellence? And then who's Mr. Excellency? Who's the OIC of that shit? Or the Sergeant Major of that?
I made a note. I'm going to try to figure it out. Like who's in charge of like naming them and
I was about to say because you were talking about the buzzword. Because think about it. There is the Maneuver Center of Excellence. There is the Fires Center of Excellence. There's the MP Center of Excellence. There's the Cyber Center of Excellence. There is the Signal Center of Excellence. Excellence. You get an excellence. You get an excellence. You got potential. You got potential.
Like, how did I not notice this? Like, and who decided to name them all that? Like, okay, now everybody's excellent, so now it's just another word. Oh God.
It's like walking around a Center of Excellence. Hi, welcome to the Center of Excellence, and we're going to be, you got potential Center of Excellence. Unreal.
It's overdone now. It's overdone.
It is so overdone. It's like Buzzword City. General Perkins, why did you retire? Why did you leave? You guys know General Perkins, right? He was the one that went on Fox and Friends and told Gregory Salcido that he's going to fucking take him to Arlington and all that shit. He's our favorite general. You want to work for us? You want to come on?
Excellence.
Yeah, he is the General of Excellence. General Perkins, you want to come work for us? Fill in an app. The Chicken Center of Excellence. That's a good idea, guys. Why don't you throw in the fucking what types of centers of excellence there are on the fucking Facebook live chat, and we'll keep it going throughout the fucking show. There's the Whiskey Center of Excellence that I'm just drinking from right now.
I'm just sipping on beer now.
The Beer Center of Excellence.
Yeah, Beer Center of Excellence.
Oh, man. Unreal. Unfreaking real. Yeah, so it just, again, the flipping out of flipping out, then it's just like, holy shit. So, mind you, these are the individuals that are going to graduate the course, promote to sergeant major, and then be out in charge of you. They're going to be the ones telling the commander, just remember that. Tinfoil hat center of excellence. That's right. They're going to be ones shitting their pants center of excellence. We're going to center excellence this whole fucking night. I'm telling you right now. Oh, God.
Definitely get off their lawn center of excellence. I thought that was something y'all had to learn there. You know.
Yeah. The lawn at the landscaping center of excellence. I think Jose would detest that comment. the Jose center of excellence. He's got the taco center of excellence. Oh man,
Maybe that's where he's at.
I don't know where he's at, man. Jose, come out of the fucking woodwork, bro. We need to
worry.
Just starting to worry. So, oh man, God, this is crazy. And what's funny is that there was also comments from the Joes that were really, really cryptic that you could totally tell they're burner accounts that were like, wow, I've never seen so many senior NCOs going off. And then that like comment would go, you know how you see the standard Facebook silhouette profile picture? You don't see anything else. Mm-hmm. That was like a burner fucking Facebook. I loved it. I was like, wow. Angry. I love it. Love it. Love it. Sad
like they
face.
got two friends, like Tom from MySpace is their only friend on their Facebook profile.
Exactly. Not today, ISIS. No, that's just Joe protecting his ass because you're probably going to be his sergeant major of excellence. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Holistic center of excellence. That's right. The holisticness. Let's just fucking start doing it. Why did all of a sudden the Army get so holistic on this shit? Why did they get on this buzzword holistically names of excellences? And why do they change themselves like that? It's like the non-commissioned officers Center of Excellence and U.S. Army Sergeant and U.S. Army Sergeant Majors Academy. I thought that's what it was. The sergeant. You don't hear the Officer Center of Excellence and the United States Military Academy. It is the United States Military Academy. There's no addition to it because somebody's probably going there going, look at those sergeants. They think they're excellence. Center of Excellence. Oh, man. Oh, it's just fucking crazy. So anyways, yeah, so that's got everybody wrapped. Hey, I don't know. We'll see what happens when the story gets released. I'm not the writer for that. I don't do the writing Center of Excellence shit. That's not me. None of us ever said we were fucking journalists either. That's what blows me away. You guys call yourself the DD-214 Center of Excellence. You guys call yourself journalists? Actually, we don't. We don't call each other shit of excellence. We are just not. We're not nothing. We don't say that. We're not. We want to provide you information, news, entertainment, and opinion, right? So why the fuck would you not? Why would you say that? Well, I'm sorry. Did I go to the school of journalism? No. I'm sorry. I thought my several decades of military experience, along with the veteran status that all of us have on here, attained that status to be able to talk shit about veteran and active Army issues. You guys are my credentials. You know what I'm saying, WTF Nation? We're all here together of excellence. So, anyways, yeah. So that's. I'm curious to see what the fuck it's all up. Don't get me wrong. You could see the ranting. There was a couple individuals there that the E4 Mafia Center of Excellence, correct? That we have. Let's put it this way. There are individuals that have been pre-selected by the admins on the main page for specific reasons. I guess we'll find out. I love it. Fucking love it. Of excellence. J-Ready Center of Excellence. Oh man, it's fucking awesome. But somebody said boobs Center of Excellence. Love it. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going. I don't mind saying it at all. Oh, yeah, so anyways. Oh, man. Whew, Lord. It's getting warm here. I need a drink. Oh, man. Oh, man. I know boss always says, hey, don't, try not to do this stuff. Watch your fucking nonverbals and all this other stuff. And I'm like, Roger, boss. But, man, what a night. What a day. This whole fucking week's been crazy. So, there's something that happened on Fort Bragg. that the page was inundated with, and that was a active shooter drill. I guess at their one stop. You know how every post has a one stop. It's like it's where everybody goes to in process. It's like a main processing facility. So
Right.
Emu Death Center of Excellence. So if you guys, you go into Fort Hood, Fort Hood's got one stop. They got that one place right there where you go and process.
Yeah, Copeland Center. On
Yeah, the
Fort
Copeland
Hood.
Center, exactly. It used to be called One Stop back in the day. Everybody goes there. That's where 21st Replacement is at. Blah 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 blah. Fort Bragg has the same thing. So I guess at their one stop, they had an active shooter drill, but didn't tell nobody it was a drill. Only certain people knew it was a drill. So there was, I guess there was a warning of an active shooter. People freaking the fuck out. Phone call was made, and SWAT and MPs and everybody and their mama getting kitted the fuck up to go head on to one stop to go do this fucking deal, the Ghost Center of Excellence, and come to find out that it was just a drill. Exactly that cause. That's a good way to get shot of excellence. They didn't tell nobody about it. So think about it. If you're that one stop, you've all been in one stop, right? In there, and some one stops. I know in Fort Hood they got like coffee shops in there. They got little places where you can hang out. And,
Right. Bagel shop.
Bagel shop. Yeah, you can go in there and get some.
Coffee
Could you
shop.
imagine just sitting
I
there?
worked in there for a couple years myself.
Yeah, you go in there and you fucking hang out, and then the Blue Falcon Center of Excellence, you be fucking hanging out, and you're just bullshitting around. Like, say, me and you're hanging out at the Copeland Center, all of a sudden, you hear and scream active shooter, right? What? And you see the dude. What do you do? Obviously we've been through this fucking role before, Spanky, so we're fucking gonna go get some. We're gonna kick, gonna try to either hide, take cover, kick ass, do whatever, right? There were dudes fucking chasing motherfuckers. Like, I guess there was some shit going on. SWAT was going in. Coming to find out it was a drill. So, like, for 15, 20 minutes, Fort Bragg was in fucking hysteria over a fucking a drill. Now, don't get me wrong, of course. We all believe in realistic training. But could you imagine how many fucking people there, exactly, Al, were, like, ready to go kick some ass? Like, that, like, could you imagine, like, that? Could you imagine the guy portraying the quote-unquote active shooter, what would have happened? Like, if you ran into, like, say me and you and Jay Reddy or and Pooks were fucking hanging out. We would, exactly that. We would have beat the fuck out of them, Center of Excellence. They would have been, Jay Reddy would have been fucking holding them down, and me and fucking Pooks would have been, boot stomping his ass. And that wouldn't be the time to tell us, oh, stop, guys, it's a drill. Because then what happens when the real cops come in? And they see me, Pookie, and Jay Reddy beating the fuck out of the actor, and they draw down on us. And if they're plain clothes, what do we think? There's more the Divorce Center of Excellence. Thank you. then we all, you know what I mean? It could get ugly.
Right. And I'm thinking to myself, because right there in the Copeland Center, the waiting room right there in the front room is usually full of a ton of kids and babies and newborns, waiting to get ID cards. And I'm just, this is what's going through my head. It's like, oh my God, all these kids that are in there, and just like worst case scenarios are going through my head right now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just thinking that. Well, there's a school. I guess there's like a school right around there, I guess.
Oh yeah. There's several schools within half a mile of the Copeland Center, because there's 5
at Fort Bragg.
million elementary schools.
No, at Fort Bragg. The traffic in the inbox, they were saying that it was, I guess their one stop is over it's across the street from their WTB and down the street from a school or something like that. So,
yeah, I've never been stationed on Bragg. I've been on there a couple times. I'm trying to remember where theirs is, but I can just imagine it
exactly
being the same on any large post.
Jay Reddy hit it right. Oops, Center of Excellence. So, God, man, that's fucking crazy. All right, so.
I mean, again, realistic training is one thing, but I think you at least need to let the MPs, those people know what's going on. I don't know. There's got to be some kind of balance. You can't just go in completely blind.
Yeah, I just unreal. So, that's what happened. Those are the big. Now, again, people were saying, well, there you go, main page, fucking it all up, not putting information. You're putting the wrong information out. Dude, we had pictures of SWAT vehicles. It wasn't like we clued Range 21 Center of Excellence. it's not like it wasn't a fucking clue that it was pretty fucking serious at this point. Oh man. So anyways, so today we're going to talk about in this portion of the break. Oh, not the break. This shit. You there?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Hang on. Let me do this right here. Hey, call back. You there, Spanx? Hello? Spanky.
Oh, you got me back now.
Yeah, I got you back.
Sorry.
I got you back.
Yeah, very
Hang on.
loudly that time.
Yeah,
Sorry
sorry,
about that. I didn't mean to yell in your ear.
Sorry about that. Hang on. Let me. We're trying to get the trying to get a caller in, and there we go. All right. Hello, WTF Nation Radio. You're on the air. Is this the WTF Nation doc?
It is.
Hey, what's going on?
One and only.
All right, the transgender button center of excellence, exactly. Hey, so today we're going to be talking about a story that's breaking right now in USA Today, and it is about waivers. I guess you guys haven't read or seen. The Army is allowing people in with waivers, and we're talking like self-mutilation, depression, and all that. So, the WTF Nation doc, like the legit doc that's on the main page, just decided to grace us with his presence. I've already had my my over 50 physical, so you don't have to touch me. Just step back and you'll be all right. And then
Man, I was told there was a fun time here tonight. You taking all that away, man?
okay, I'm sorry, man. All right. Well, I mean, I've been divorced so many times it would just fall in anyway, so I wouldn't fucking feel it. So you're good. But anywho,
Is that deployed or is that Uncle Sam just giving it to you?
then I've been divorced too. Deployed, divorced, Uncle Sam, you name it. I've gotten it all. So anyways, so I wanted to bring you on board so we could talk about this. What is this meaning of what the, I guess, and I'm not to get too much because I'm not a doc, I'm not of the medical field of that portion, but I guess the U.S. Army Recruiting Command is now allowing waivers for enlistments, and I guess during a period of time they've allowed almost 1,000 recruits to come in, and they waived self-mutilation, depression, Asperger's, and all that. What does it? Can you clarify the difference between a waiver? I mean, are we reading this wrong, or or is the report being inaccurate as far as what the exact conditions are?
So they, potential recruits that have these conditions that normally right at MEPS, they'd say, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. And then the recruiting team has the ability to submit a waiver up to the USAREC surgeon cell, which gets some consultation from other medical professionals around the Army. Is basically saying we acknowledge this person has this condition. They do a records review, get the current status of it, and then give them a thumbs up, thumbs down to come in. And normally people with especially things like bipolar disorder, history of cutting self-harm, suicide attempts, it's a hard no. Historically it has been. And so in that article, Secretary Esper draws the line at no suicide attempts. Well, thanks, but that doesn't really help the force out that much because brings in a lot of people that still have a lot of issues. And so my only request would be that if USAREC is going to grant those waivers, that they send me an MEB packet along with them, because it'll cut down my work that I'll have to do shortly after they get to their units.
So that's my thing. What is the turnaround? In other words, isn't it one of the big drives of the Department of the Army right now is to drive out those soldiers who are non-deployable? Isn't that considered non-deployable?
So if they get to their unit and they don't ever have any issues, then they can still be deployable. Just because they've been granted a waiver to come in. But if you bring someone in who has a history of bipolar disorder and they get to their first duty station and realize, holy crap, the Army's actually hard when you're a private, and they can't take the stress of it.
You mean you got to be you mean you got to be treated like a private because you are a private, right? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I'm being yelled at. I'm being made to work, and I got to work on the weekends, and I can only hit Sharkies every other weekend. And,
I heard that place is closed down.
Then these guys start going to behavioral health, and we realize, hey, he's still having problems with his bipolar disorder. Well, now I have to turn around and you have to get med boarded out for it because your bipolar disorder is causing you a problem. And so then at first you get a non-deployable profile because AR 40-501 says you can't have bipolar disorder. But even if you got it waived, now your condition is worse than when you started. And so, the Army broke you, even though you already had the condition before you came in. And now we got to put you out.
Now, does the Army? Do you think now in your medical, complete, opinion? Because again, you're more of a medical professional than me. It makes it worse being in military service, right?
Absolutely.
If it makes it if there's certain triggers or there's certain things within military service that would cause somebody with those mental conditions, you just can't go and grab some lithium and say, oh, here you go, private, you'll be okay type. You know what I mean? Doesn't require some sort of evaluation?
It does, yeah, lots of evaluation. Got to have good access to behavioral health, supervisory issues, because if someone decides to not take their lithium, then last bipolar guy had tried to jump out of a car while it was driving down the road, just because that's what he thought he was supposed to be doing. He was literally not, he was out of his mind. And so, you got soldiers on lithium. You can't deploy while you're on lithium. CENTCOM's not going to let you take that stuff in theater. They don't even stock it there.
Yeah, I was about to say, CENTCOM actually has a policy out that if you're seen for any behavioral health conditions or referrals, that you are automatically barred a year of deploying into theater.
Correct. You might be able to get that wave down to 90 days if you're just started on a medication, but good luck with that.
Now, is it mostly? Is there anything that command can do to once these soldiers have come in and have identified it? Can they say, "Holy crap," or is it just kind of like a luck of the draw, or the soldier is not? It's not. I guess.
It's the luck of the draw. So if they haven't been seen for it, well, they've been in. There's no real way. No one can do a records review. Most units aren't. With the exception of a select few. Specialized ones, they don't have a medical review process to enter the unit, and so the next Joe that shows up on our dens could have it, he could not, and so a lot of people say, hey, well, if he doesn't have any problems, then let him go. Well, I mean, you can't. If he had bipolar when he was 10, the chances of it ever actually going away are slim, and now that he's 18, he's not necessarily can still be able to handle it. And now he's being yelled at.
He's being exactly. He's getting smoked, and he's also being put on GRF and DRV status and all that. And
absolutely,
and that right there is stressful in itself. If you're not used to that conditioning of life, of that type of Army, it is
absolutely.
It was for me. It's a fucking eye opener. You're like, whoa, and it's unreal. So can bipolar? When you're treated for bipolar, is that a lifelong thing? Is that something that lasts forever?
It usually is. Most medical professionals and most behavioral health people will tell you that there's no way that your bipolar is really going to go away. You're most likely on lithium for life. And that's I use that one specific that condition specifically because it's by word, by name. It's in AR 40-501 Chapter 3. It's you got bipolar disorder. Automatic MEB, no questions asked.
Now, does the Army ever rated anybody who is bipolar already considered connected service because it's made worse? I mean, in other words, do they consider that being made worse?
They could. So the soldier the MEB would try and argue this is a pre-existing condition. The soldier then retorts with, sure, it was pre-existing and you knew that, but I wasn't this bad before. So now I'm disabled and I can't do these things. And so I need Army and VA compensation for it. I've seen that happen with a number of musculoskeletal issues and things like that. Soldiers have been waived for, and then they get med boarded out 18 months into the Army and 70% of their base pay for the rest of their life.
Whoa, really? Oh man, okay. Well, all right. So do multiple divorces count as any type of mental condition? Can you say that having all them divorces and stuff can be, you know what I mean? Because
And if you say the Army caused the divorce, I bet you could swing it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know me, I got a few, bro.
You're gonna get 500% disability on your way out of it.
Exactly. So, of the other mental conditions, and they are, I mean, somebody who's mutilating themselves, or mood disorders and all that. I mean, is it the difference between being, and that's a good point that Casey brings up. What's the difference? You know, if you're saying bipolar or you're type A, or you're a beta, yeah, how is it, if you could be general, because I know there's some specifics with each individual, but if you can be general, what's the difference between those types of personalities so you can identify it as a leader?
I mean, so a type A person functions normally kind of in the right state of mind. You might be, have some, I don't want to say obsessive tendencies, but you can be detail and nitnoid oriented, and your guys that are running around in the old guard measuring their uniforms to a gnat's ass and that kind of stuff. Those are your type A guys. Your guy that has his ruck rigged just a certain way, or his kit's got to be just right. They're found a speck of dust on his weapon, and so he's got to reclean the whole thing. Like, you could call that type A. But your bipolar guys, if you think about it, bipolar, two poles, one, they've got their normal side, and they've got their holy cow, what in the world is going on with this guy's side? In which case they, like I said, they're driving down the road, and they're like, hey, I'm going to bail for my car right now. And the dude just jumps out the door while he's sitting right next to you. He goes and, buys things or does things that you're like, well, I mean, yesterday you were fine, and today you're not. Or I see you changing, and the stuff you're doing makes zero sense at all.
Gotcha.
So that's what you're looking for in the bipolar guys.
Yeah. I was just curious because I know sometimes some of it could, I mean, because there's obviously under duress, like, when Joes are tired or something like that. That's, there's the three rules of someone's personality. How can you find out someone's true self is when they're drunk, they're tired, or they're scared. So
yeah.
So does that kind of, I mean, I don't know, maybe I've had bipolar soldiers when I was a first sergeant, but I guess, I mean, all I thought was sometimes they were just fucking, they're being, knuckleheads, or they were being stubborn about something. Has the Army, when it comes to that, are they in line currently with the behavioral health model of assessing someone comparable to the civilians, or is the Army better at doing it?
As far as like evaluating and determining if they have a condition?
Correct. Because it's going to be like fucking Gothica or some shit. Everyone's saying that you're crazy, but you're not, type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
The Army's on it. We got we have some pretty high speed, pretty impressive behavioral health specialists. And I know, so there's some people that are like, oh yeah, I saw behavioral health and that kind of sucked. And I mean, like anywhere, you can get someone who's not necessarily that great at their job. But we absolutely have some phenomenal behavioral health people. So if you get them in there, then they can absolutely look at the kid and be like, all right, you're depressed, you've got bipolar, and you're full of crap. I'm like,
so you can say that. See, me and Spanky talk about it all the time, because sometimes there's some kids that we think are bullshitting us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it just, is it just like intuition to where, like, we know, okay, this guy's just being, or, this guy or gal's just being a bitch about some shit. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? It just,
the ones that are in tune with it, especially your behavioral health providers, like your social workers that are down in the line units, they learn to sift through the riffraff and say, just get out, man, go do PT, and suck it up, drink some ORS, and have a nice day.
God, you're so 82nd.
Yeah.
Pick up your weapon and follow me.
So yeah. So there's some great people out there that sort through that, do a great job, which has helped me out a ton in the long run.
Now, in your specific, without getting too specific, but your experience spans being down on the line and then being at the surgeon's office at higher echelons? Is that your level of experience?
Yeah. I mean, I've kind of hit the gamut from the bottom to the top and worked with everybody. So I've seen it from many angles.
Do you think the problem's more worse in the reserves and National Guard, or is it pretty equal across all three components? As far as
I think it's equal across all three components. From the Guard and Reserve side, I haven't engaged in that area a ton, but just having talked to some number of the readiness people, they seem to do a fairly good job of screening as well. Their access to behavioral health and knowing if someone has those issues or your command directed mental status evals, things like that, are a little bit more difficult in that component. But I think for the most part, they're still able to identify that.
Did it now when it comes to that final assessment, and like you said, it's more of a, just finding out when the soldier gets there. But is there any discussions at USAREC or at MedCom or at MEPCOM to separate, like to identify, like you got, hey, straight up you have, this guy's got some issues and all that stuff, and then you see it. Do you get to look at the waiver themselves? Because I know in some those types of commands, I guess when there's like a, like an aviation, if you're going to go reclass or you're going to do something like that, you'll have a packet go up, and then there's somebody that's evaluating at proponency there to look at it. Do you have that type? Is there that type of crosstalk between MEPCOM and USAREC?
Once they're in and they've got a waiver, now that we're progressing ever so slowly in our medical record, we're finally able to see enlistment physicals in a part of the medical record.
Oh, wow.
So if a waiver was granted, the only way you'll know is you actually have to go back, retrieve that enlistment physical, and look at the PDF of the physical itself. But those only exist for the last, I think they might have 2 years worth in right now. And that's not across the board. But so in that case, you can see the waiver. Otherwise, dude shows up to sick call, nothing about his medical history before the Army. Not a thing.
Now, are they going to fix it, though? Like, for instance, with the e-profile system coming online, and are there going to be more of a digitized, I guess you would say?
Yes, they're supposed to be going with all enlistment physicals showing up in your medical record, in your electronic medical record, so we can then go and pull those when you come in complaining of stuff.
So I bet you for you as a care provider, it's like fucking, you're probably going, it's about damn time. Or what took you so long type shit.
Yeah, bro, I frag dudes all the time as soon as they come in and say, oh, it's been going on since I was in high school. Really? Let me print you a copy of your enlistment physical. Where you said no.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. I'm not talking about private pucker factor.
Well, hey, man. Well, thanks for coming on. I want to take your time. Yeah, we'll go ahead and close up sick call because we kind of wanted just to get because we wanted to talk about the story, and I know nothing about the med pro profession. Oh yeah, speaking of which, can you check everybody's med pros in the Facebook live chat? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, all their shot records just disappeared.
Yeah, awesome. We're all green. All right, hey Doc, thanks for calling on, man.
Hey, no problem. Thanks, guys.
All right, take it easy, man. Have a good one.
All right.
All right, that was the WTF Nation Doc, the personal physician of everybody on the main page staff. And if you, like I said, if you feel another shoulder over when he says your cough, then just make sure you give him $1 so that way your med pros can get grain of excellence. Okay, all right, real quick. While we were discussing stuff with Doc, with WTF Doc, we have something to report, and I just want to make sure I'm triple confirming through every node before I say this, because what I don't want to do is I don't want anybody accused of friggin', and last time everyone's like, we got t-shirt drama going on, we got active shooter drills, fucking people freaking the fuck out. I just want to make sure that we're good when we report this. So hang on, let me pull this up source right here. And there we go. I see it now. Okay, now I could say this then. How about that? All right. Of excellence. Anyways, so currently, North Koreans Kim Jong-un crosses border into South Korea to meet Moon Jae-in for historic summit. What in the hell is up with that? unreal.
It is.
I mean, think about it. No more Itaewon. No more DMZ. No more big PX in the sky. And everybody could be a bagger now. Oh.
No more ration cards?
No more ration. Oh yeah. Hang on. No more ration cards. Whoa, man. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, okay. Oh, hang on. Of excellence. Oh man, this is unreal, unprecedented. North Korea's Kim Jong-un crosses into South Korea to meet with Moon Jae-in for historic summit. What the hell is going on? Oh yeah, really, exactly, huh? Thanks for that one reminder. Oh my god, no soju. Oh man, no more kimchi. I love fucking with Fox News, man. Oh wow, man. Holy crap. Unreal. Unfreaking real. I can't believe that I have never gone to Korea before. This just in. ICE has never PCS to Korea.
Fuck's sake, I did your share.
Oh, I tried to get to Korea. Back when I was a Joe back in the day, I tried. Nope, you need to go here. But I want to, no. Okay.
I did a total of 4 years in Korea.
Oh, man.
3 tours, 4 years.
Wow. This is kind of crazy, dude. This is exactly that, cause. Now the military's now the military's gonna tell him where all the mines are at, so that he doesn't step on them when he crosses the DMC. Oh, hello. Fuck, don't step there, dude. Holy shit.
It's funny that you said that. I was just going through, like on Facebook, they have like this on this day, and it was, I don't know, however many years ago in 2010 when I was there last. I was up there doing EFMB training, and, we had a day off. Like, what do you do with a day off in the field? Okay, so we decided to go for a walk, and there's this huge sign, and I was like, enough pictures was like meant stay on the road, or else else you might step on a landmine. That was what I got out of this sign. I'm like, oh my god, I need to get back down south because we're right up there on the border doing all this damn training. I'm like,
oh my god,
I need to go back south.
So we're getting some current updates right now. Currently, he's everyone's all smiles, and then Kim Jong-un just signed something. Probably fucking ordered up some food or something. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, sign receipt here. You have Burger King?
Receipt for his food.
Should I be saying this at we're at the precipice of peace, and here I'm making fun of the guy who was the enemy? See, what are we gonna do now? How do we treat this guy now? That's a good question. How are we gonna treat him? Do we tell him, dude, you gotta step down? Do we treat him as a fucking war criminal? Do we hold him accountable for his government for what he's done for all these years and shit? Do we just say, well, 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 you're good now. You don't have to worry about war crimes or anything like that. Atrocities. You don't have to worry about atrocities. So what? Now what?
Well, I guess maybe it depends on what terms they come to. What actually are they agreeing to? Right now, all he's done is like, I've stepped into like over the little line at the DMZ in Panmunjom. I mean, yes, it is a huge deal, compared to, what's all happened in the past, but
yeah, dude. Everyone should keep an eye on him, man.
One small step.
Exactly that, cause. Exactly. Hang on. Let me. Oh man. This just in. He's now going to the PX in Yongsan. PX.
Oh no, he's got to have a ration card, ID card. And
he's got to
when you come in the door.
He's got to in process. You got some fucking S1 right now, just fucking looking at his desk. You know, because I heard, at 21st placements at all, when you have replacement companies all overseas, they act like they're drill sergeants when they're there, when they're in processing you. And I never understood that. So right now, there's probably a swan right there, going, you need to fill this out. You can't go out without a ration card. It's curfew. You can't go out now. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're from here. Poor dude. I want something to eat. Exactly that, Joe. He's got to go to the turtle farm, and he's got to go freaking. He's going to get green on Mirpros. Oh man, of excellence. Oh fuck.
And you can only get 3 bottles of liquor a month.
Oh, 3 bottles of liquor.
No special treatment.
Oh, no special treatment. Oh, come on, man. I'm a dictator. I love it. This is fucking crazy. I can't believe this is happening in our lifetimes, man. Can't believe it. This is happening in our lifetimes, that the president of North Korea is... We must have, pointed some serious fucking guns at his face. We must have... I mean... Either that or he's, I don't know, or either that or he's fucking hungry.
I mean, he looks like he could still, miss 1 or 2 meals and share with the rest of his country, but maybe.
No, I think he's stuffed full of worms. That's why he looks like that.
Oh, God, that still freaks me out every time I hear about that part.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? When that guy got shot and they said, well, reason why he didn't bleed so much is because the worms were plugging his holes. Ah! That's gross. Gross. Ah, man. So there you go. You're hearing it right now. The president of North Korea has crossed into the DMZ to talk to the South Korean president, and they're out conducting a summit, and he's signing some paperwork and shit. This is unprecedented. You know what? In my lifetime, I've seen 2 borders fall: the Iron Curtain and the Kimchi Curtain. I think it's fucking awesome. No, I'm serious. I think it's awesome. I do too. Everyone can come home now. Ready to fight tonight. Yarg! Get your ass back at the fucking truck. You ain't fighting nobody. See ya! Of excellence. Oh, I bet you everyone's fucking partying right now. Yeah, I bet you everyone's kind of like, maybe this is a trick. Maybe he's lulling people on false senses of security, and then all of a sudden he's gonna go hello, and then bam. I know right now we're probably not being listened to in Korea right now because motherfuckers are probably shutting shit up. There's probably some Korean, some Katusa listening to WTF Nation Radio, and then all of a sudden we're sitting there going, oh, rock, and all that shit, and they're probably laughing their asses off, and he's fucking sitting there looking at us. They're all yelling at each other in Korean, telling us to turn this shit off because, Thanks, Mikey. Love you guys. We love you too. Thanks, Mikey.
I did. I had to look real quick and see what time it was over there. I'm
what time is it?
It is 9:55 a.m.
Oh, shit. What's the fucking morning? See, they are listening to us because I know we have an audience in Korea and Italy and Germany, and we'll get usually towards the end of the show, or we have our Australian audience too. So we do have the audiences out there. So I can even imagine they're playing WTF Nation Radio right now, and they're all fucking stumbling to get the goddamn dial turned down.
Right, I'm like, oh shit.
Oh fuck,
they're doing sergeant time. You gotta turn the dial.
Fuck, oh shit, goddamn fucking sergeant time, motherfucker. Exactly, Joe. The drinky girls are gonna be out of bit. We're gonna ruin the fucking drinky girl economy.
Oh my gosh. They're all going back to the Philippines and Russia now.
They're all going back to the... They had to import them bitches over there.
Right?
Oh, man.
I forgot you haven't been there. You don't know all the rules.
No, but I do know that market is the Eastern European and Filipinos market has been starting to expand that human trafficking stuff out there. Because I know being deployed in the Middle East and around in Africa and stuff like that, and around Central America and stuff I know that is the market for human trafficking. So shit, we gotta take a break.
Yes, we do.
Oh man, I'm wiping my fucking mouth off once again, running over time. Shit. Once again, we go over time. So everyone get some shots, and woo, North Korea visiting South Korea. Woo, peace, yay.
Excellent shots.
Excellent, of excellence shots.
Oops. At the bottom.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
That's right. North Korea and South Korea are all talking and bullshitting. Drinking soju at the border. I guess we'd be kind of like fucked up saying that we shouldn't say something on the radio. Like, are we going to start World War III by saying, and right now our bombers are headed over there or some shit like that? You think it'd be a fucked up joke of excellence?
I almost pulled my shoju out the cabinet, just to celebrate.
And
but
it's a
figured
celebration,
we'll
bitches.
Radio for a couple hours.
No, I was about to say, yeah, I don't want to be fucking, yeah, you might like wake up fucking across the in the middle of your street or something like that if you're drinking some celebratory soju. Oh.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I don't remember how I react to that, so let me just leave it in the cabinet.
So is soju is fucking not for the timid. It sneaks up on you.
Exactly.
That's why I'm drinking Jack. Once again, Jack never lets me down. It gets me hyped up. In case you guys notice, when I drink, I get hyper. I get all hyper. I am like, I'm like fucking Moko. Fucking, you know what I mean? I'm all riled the fuck up. Motherfucking Moko. Stolen Moko Valor running around fucking the interwebs. Have you seen that, Spanky?
I did.
I had to put Moko in a different vest. Had to put him in a tactical vest because everyone was, and re-embroider his shit because everyone was like stealing Moko's image. So we had to make sure that we had Moko, the WTF Nation, my fucking service animal, and then we have I keep forgetting your honey badger's name. What is it?
Well, see, I decided, I would let you keep the honey badger. I have a service Godzilla.
That's that's right. You got your Godzilla. You share it with the station, the WTF. Yeah, you share it. So you got a service Godzilla. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. An irradiated lizard. So yeah. So it's one of those freaking things that it's exactly. It's a fifth dimension of drunk. Exactly, of excellence.
But my honey badger, Mrs. Floofy Fluffy Pants, in case Moko needs to mate, she's going to be available for that.
Floofy Plants and Moko, I think, would make beautiful babies, so we'll let them play.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So in other news today, I guess the draft is going on. We have the NFL draft. If anybody cares or not cares, we have the Intrepid Flash providing updates in the chats right now, letting us know what's going on. So that way we can, when I see the chat pop up, and he'll say like, yeah, check this out, and that'll be my script to read, and then we'll see. Oh, okay. So go ahead. You were gonna say something?
Oh yeah. For those of you that are not aware, that's the American football stuff that goes on.
Yeah,
the sports and thing.
Yeah, sports.
With the beans and the wear.
Yeah.
The wings and the beer. Yeah, that stuff that happens.
Wings, beer, exactly. Wings, beer. Cheerleaders, fucking lunkheads, fucking people who don't know how to fight, trying to fight. World Star. What else? Women get
on Mondays sometimes too. Yeah, the Monday Night Football.
Ooh,
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh wait,
yeah.
Well, that's because Carrie Underwood sings the intro.
Yeah.
Carrie
See,
Underwood.
Yeah.
So much pleasure in my mouth. Carrie Underwood. So, did you see her face?
I did, and that doesn't look bad. Because I remember, I watched American Idol. Way
It doesn't
back
look
when
bad.
She first started, out.
I don't see anything.
I don't either.
No, everyone's like, oh my god, yeah. So do dudes dig scars on chicks like chicks dig scars on guys? Is that like a fucking? I know I'm totally going off of Sergeant's Time fucking roll here, but we were there's some Carrie Underwood discussion when it comes to Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood. So I guess she fucked up her face, or she says she fucked up her face, and then she showed it at the Country Music Awards, and then everyone's like, it's her face.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
Didn't notice anything at all. Different shadows and lines you can tell might have had something happen, but other than that, oh yeah, indeed. Carry on, what's kind of hot. But anyways, well, going back to the Monday Night Football thing. So, she sings the Monday Night Football intro, and she introduces all the teams, and so that's her thing. But anywho, that's the deal with that. So we'll wait for some notes from Flash. See what he says about the freaking I guess he's watching, because everyone's like, this is like the big deal. Everyone's like, oh, you should be careful. You got to compete with the NFL draft tonight for your show. I'm like, huh.
Right? I didn't know they were picking teams tonight.
Yeah, exactly. They were picking teams.
He told me.
Yeah, exactly. So are they like going to have players that are going to be like not get picked? Do they have like the little butthurt kids? Are they going to be like butthurt fucking players?
Oh, I got picked
like,
last.
Oh, I got picked last. Exactly. Oh, I'm on Colin Kaepernick's team. He was not on a team. Exactly. You know what I mean?
I'm going to take a knee.
I'm going to take a knee. This is bullshit. Is he even going to get picked? I don't even know. I don't even care, but I'm just saying.
Like I said, I don't, you know me, I don't do the sports thing. I'll watch it, there's some food or snacks involved, and they throw a ball around. And of course, I know the rules. My brothers played football like all their lives, but it's not my thing. I'm not American enough, I guess.
You're American. You need some American. But yeah. So anyway, so the draft is going on right now. I guess there's going to be some people going nuts, and going ape shit about fucking who's getting picked or who's not getting picked, and it's a big deal. I didn't know that it was another sporting event. Like picking teams, I did not know was the sporting event, because I don't follow. I mean, the way I see it, I kind of follow them when they get on the team. I don't care how they get picked, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? There's no
right.
The members of the WTF Nation, we pick
that guy,
and he's going to be good, and he's going to be the quarterback. Yay! You know what I mean? Exactly that. See, like that. Cost throws it out right now that Baker Mayfield pissed off somebody to be chosen by the Browns in the first round. Which,
okay,
I didn't know they had a team. I thought they deactivated that team. I think that was like the fucking. That's like the team that like is like on the rolls to say you have, but isn't really a team, I guess. But
I just know it's the Cleveland Browns because that's after a cartoon character on a TV show that was a spinoff. That's why I know this one.
Yeah, Mikey, pick you. How can they pick you? They should do that.
I don't know. He wasn't in the lineup for Red Rover. Red Rover sent Mikey right over.
It's an atrocity, man. Atrocity. So, anyways, all right. So let's go back to Army stuff again. Right now, the Army Times has posted a story that okay, I'm conflicted here. I don't care. But we said this was going to happen. You were going to open up a can of worms when you do this. They lost every game last year. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. This was going to happen. We knew it. So last year, or maybe it was 2 years ago, soldiers that were of the Sikh religion were authorized to have beards and wear turbans. And it was okay. No big deal, right? It was okay for them to wear the beards and wear the turbans. Hey, more power to you. Matter of fact, we also said on Sergeant's Time that if you're going to do that, you better open it up to other religions. Because if you don't, then it's going to be fucked up. So that means you're trying to cater to a religion and not the others. So far, 2 soldiers in the U.S. Army, aside from Sikh soldiers, have been authorized to wear beards. White dudes. I'll say it. One's a heathen and the other one's Abrahamic. One is in the regular army and one's in the special operations community. So, if you're a heathen or you're Abrahamic, abracadabric, whatever you want to call it, you get to grow a beard. Are we conflicted on this again? We said this was going to happen on WTF Nation Radio, that if you open up that can of worms, then what is to hold you back from... Goddamn, man. What the hell? I'm changing my religion too. I'm gonna grow a beard. I'm gonna be Isa Hammock of excellence. I'm gonna have my own ice a hammock or of excellence.
Well, according to the article, it says, but the directive technically applies to all religions. So
the directive does apply to all religions. However, there was only but a few commanders, and we've received posts in the inbox that have had the sack to fucking do it. One is an MP. ICE loves MPs. And the other is a special operations guy. That's all I know. And they've been able to grow beards fully, which is awesome. Hey, more power to you, right? If the Sikhs can do it, then so can they. What's wrong with that? I'm all about it.
I honestly think in this day and age, there's enough resources out there for all males, if they so choose to be able to grow a beard and keep it professional looking. I think it's outdated.
Yeah, it is. I think you should be able to grow a beard too, Spanky, if you want.
If I wanted and could,
that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
I mean, come on.
But again, I just think it's outdated. I think, they can write the regulation to say it needs to be neat, clean, trimmed. I don't know, let y'all men folk decide the rules on that. And I just think it's completely outdated, period. I think beards can be professional looking, and the part about the mask is bullshit. So
it is, because the mask nowadays,
yeah,
you can wear it.
Yes, you can.
You can wear it with you could wear it with no issues, because I had to test the mask, and I had I didn't shave for a couple of days. I came in during a 4-day. We had to do a stupid PATS test. Remember that fucking bullshit test? You had to do the PATS test to test the sealability of your face when you're wearing a mask. Well, commander goes, "Ice, you need to come in, man. We got to do this fucking test. Make sure you're the only one that's not doing the mask." I'm like, "Oh, fuck, my bad, sir. Well, here, let me just roll. I'm coming by a post. Let me roll up in there, and I'll knock out the test." And I went in there, and I had some haireth on my faceth, and I put the mask on, and guess what? Passed 100%. There was a seal. No
right,
issues.
And with the new technology with the M50s, it's even better. So
it seals across your entire face and lower chin neck, because there are some individuals that had issues because they have either small chins or they're or they have what look like I got fucking gout, like they have a 5 chin or some shit like that underneath their fucking, and they can't fit that shit. So the new mask has been made to accommodate fat asses who can't wear the mask properly, which means it also creates greater surface area for you to seal up your face. So like you're right, the M50, I have fucking whatever, it's great. So now, if you go ahead and check that there is posts and everywhere, look for the sample regulation for the memorandum for you to claim your heathen or your Abrahamic religion for you to grow your beard. For all you heathens out there, which is legit, right? Until Valhalla and all that stuff. I mean, it's legit. I mean, I'm not cracking on anybody's religion. I'm just saying. But we said this before in Sarn's time, that if everyone's going to talk about this shit, you got to be careful, because it's going to open up a can of worms. It didn't open up a can of worms. Now they get to do it.
Right. The first one, that was just like popping the cork. And then now, exactly what you said. And just it's one more religion after another. So again, why don't they just okay, let's just bring this into the 21st century and look at the regulation as a whole, just like they did with women's hair. There's different styles now. There's different this. It's not just accommodating women. It was just accommodating the change in the styles. Change in men's facial hair. It's a new style. It really is. It can look professional. And hell, most of y'all look a lot better with a beard anyway.
Oh, so. Thank you. Aw. Well, I appreciate that.
Not saying that everybody does, but
no, you're right. There are just some people that have the face for beards, and there's some people who don't. Yeah. Do you think I got a face for beard? You can say yes or no. Do I got a face for beard?
Yes, you got a face for a beard.
You've seen my beard before when I bearded the fuck out back in the day. So yeah. But I'm just asking. There's some people that just don't have the face for a beard. They look like they're fucking like someone got pubes. Remember when Jackass, when they had that guy that had pubes on his face? They just don't know how to grow a fucking beard.
Right.
So that needs to be, that's the policy. If you can't grow a man beard, then you cannot. If you look like Pube Face from Jackass, you cannot grow a beard. It just looks all fucked up.
And I'm sure, you know what? A bunch of women are going to tell Pube Face to, hey, you need a shave. So,
Yeah, exactly. Oh, could you imagine that? That's going to be awesome. Because now, ooh, yeah, WTF Nation, go ahead and send it to the inbox at US Army WTF moments. When you see somebody when they have their beards and all that shit, just see what it looks like. Let's have a beard off, I guess you would say. See who because you know how some people have fucked up hair, right? And the main page gets pics like that all the time of female and male soldiers all fucked up with their hair. Well, now we get to see beards all fucked up. That's what I'm talking about.
well, yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's true, you would, but again, I'm sure it would be a learning curve. And I mean, even if they get a religious exemption for it, there's got to be some kind of standard to it. You can't have pube face, religious exemption too. I'm sure it's got to look neat, clean.
It better be. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be kept in appearance of AR-670 beard, and you'll be fucking good to go. You know what I mean? Because like I said,
it's got to be a beard of excellence.
Yeah, it's got to be exactly
you
that.
can't just be crazy looking. I'm sure.
Exactly. It's got to be a beard of excellence. Can't be no fucking puby beard. It's got to be a beard. It's got to look full and shit. Man. I'm gonna go to my boss next week and say, hey, beard, can you put this in my records? Ooh, yeah, get a DA photo with a fucking beard. Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Oh,
that'd be
see one of those.
Oh, that'd be so badass. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. Tell my family that I will admit right now that if yes, everybody knows my religious background, but to get the beard, I will say I'm this. It's not gonna bother me. It's just admin. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be this. No. I'm gonna I'm going to wear the beard. But go ahead. You were saying?
No, it's actually funny that you say that because even the females, they'll have all these like pushing the envelope hairstyles, but come DA photo time, oh no, they slick all that shit back. It's all the way back. No, nothing showing, nothing this, that, or. So I'm curious to see if, the people that do get the exemptions for their beards or whatever, if they would take their photo with it, or if they would just like,
no,
I need a shape of this.
You know what's going to happen? What's going to happen is how every soldier gets treated when they have a fucking mustache. I don't know what the kick is, but lately we've been getting a lot of inbox drama, especially to me because everybody knows that I'm still in, about mustaches, and there's soldiers that they got mustaches, and their first sergeants are telling them to shave it. And I'm thinking, why is he telling you to shave it? Because he doesn't like mustaches. No, but why is he telling you to shave it? That's like him telling you to fucking do your eyebrows too. Why is he telling you to shave it? Well, because he doesn't like mustaches. Why doesn't he? Why is he? It's almost like a joke. So leaders, if you're out there of excellence, stop fucking with your Joes about the mustache. Let them fucking grow it out. Obviously, AR-670-1 has a specific growth pattern of how you should grow your fucking mustache, trim your mustache, yada, yada, yada. So leave them the fuck alone if they have a mustache. Cannot appear to be chopped, bushy, over like that. Must be trimmed neatly and prevent a tapered appearance to the ends of the mouth. That's easy.
Again, and they're the same with everybody. All the males that I know that would have mustaches, they would shave it for their DA photos.
Yes, I'm saying. I'm gonna get a beard. I'm gonna grow a beard. I'm gonna put it in there, and I'm gonna just beard the fuck out. No, I don't want to fit that role. You know what I mean? I've been on leave for a while. Last month I was on leave for a little bit. Fucking dude, right. I just had fucking, I had to shave. My neck was itchy. I don't know. Maybe it was just I'm so regimented to, smash. Yeah. Somebody put us.
From what I understand, it takes a while. You got to get past that initial itchiness. I don't know. I've never grown a beard. what I've been told.
Yeah, so it's whatever, man. I just fucking. So anyway, so these soldiers in and now it's making a big deal because now they're making accordance with the which I think is awesome. Hey, more power to you. If you can grow a beard and you can wear it, then wear it. Who cares? You should be able to wear a beard. And now I'm kind of glad that the Army is kind of making some sort of kind of sense. I don't want to say complete sense when it comes to that, if that makes any sense. Is that making sense? If I'm making sense?
Don't you dare try to make too much sense. We'll probably get sucked or something,
Yeah, I was about to say. So the Zuckerberg has been going out and crazy lately on fucking, this fucking bullshit with guns being posted on your page. Even though I posted some guns on a page as a test, you didn't get my guns. So, anyways, all right. So, let me continue with Sergeant's time and all your. So this doesn't have to do with the Army, but this has totally something to do with national security and the fact that a U.S. Navy sailor was accused of stealing some hand grenades. And then he said, "Oh, and a cartel might have some." So a sailor could face up to a decade in prison and a $250,000 fine after being arrested this week on charges that he stole 20 hand grenades from a Navy destroyer. What the fuck's a ship doing with grenades? Are they gonna drive by the shore or fucking tanker and toss grenades in there or some shit? What is
Well, first of all, I want to know, did they still train on them? Because they kind of took that away from us. So I want to know if sailors are out there training on hand grenades. That's my first question.
But I'm just saying, they must have some serious fucking arms, because if they're in a boat in the middle of the water and they see an enemy ship, they got some serious they're throwing them fucking grenades, right? So yeah, exactly. So go long, Gunner's mate, second class Aaron Booker, 31, of Waukegan, Illinois, was taken, and he's from fucking Illinois, was taken into custody in the Great Lakes Tuesday by U.S. Navy criminal investigators and was expected to return to California. The grenades were discovered missing from their storage crates February 2017 and found months later on the side of Interstate 15 in northwest Arizona. A backpack full of grenades on the side of the road is obviously extremely dangerous and could have resulted in injuries or death, U.S. Attorney Adam Braverman said in a statement. The theft of explosives is a very serious offense, particularly if it's carried out by an insider with access to military weapons and secrets. Booker stole the concussion grenades, which contain a half a pound of, what were they, concussion grenades or were they frags? While assigned to the weapons department of the USS Pinckney. Prosecutors say Booker's job was to check the temperature of the secured lockers where the grenades were kept. Only gunner's mates have access to those lockers. A week after the grenades vanished, Booker left the ship to drive to his new duty station at Great Lakes. 15 soldiers who had access to the grenades at the time let Navy investigators search their vehicles and home, but nothing was found. But several of the sailors in interviews described Booker as being angry with higher-ups on board the Pinckney and over a previously disciplinary incident. About 2 months later, the black military backpack containing 18 grenades were found leaning in a guardrail against Interstate 15 with the words GM2 Booker were written on the tag inside the backpack. So much for hiding them, dude.
Right. He left a note with his name on it?
Yeah, he left a note with it. So Booker told the investigators that he had driven that road, but the backpack had been stolen from him, and he denied taking the grenades. Of course, because a windy day just throws grenades in your backpack. In a call to a Navy Criminal Investigation Service, Booker also said that the two missing grenades might be in Tijuana because a former motorcycle club he belonged to was linked to two people and had connections to the cartel. La cartel, mira. Or requested the explosives to be stolen. So he gave the grenades to a cartel. Yeah, I said, what? How do I say it? Waukegan of Excellence. Grenade Center of Excellence. That's a good one. And Mikey, I wish I would have found him. Fuck yeah, dude, we could go fishing.
It's actually, like the one other quote on this article that I was reading about it, U.S. Attorney Adam Braverman added in his statement, a backpack full of grenades on the side of a road is obviously extremely dangerous and could have resulted in injuries or death. I'm like, oh, really? Like that's the part you needed to add? Like a backpack full of grenades could be dangerous.
No, it is dangerous. There's not could about it.
Like, okay, just got that part cleared up. Like that's the part that I needed cleared up. Like, oh, God.
Exactly.
Like the questions I wanted answered is exactly what you had. Like, why do you need them on a boat?
Yeah, why do you? That's like having a knife in a rubber raft. You know what I mean? Why would you have some shit like that? So why would you have? Why would you have?
I have sailor friends. I'm going to ask.
Ask them.
I really am. After the show, going to message them. It's like, why would you have these on a boat?
Yeah, why would you have on a boat? Squid? What's up with that? And do you have a fucking serious pitching arm? Like, do you just like, hey, batter, swing, ready to fight tonight, yar, and you fucking throw the grenade and shit. You know what I mean? Fuck. That's unreal.
And again, like, if there's only so many people that have access to these, how does this kid even, like, remotely think he's going to get away with this?
I always say this, that it's pretty hard to, especially when you do, only because as a first sergeant, as platoon sergeant, as team leader, as doing those jobs, I know that the chain of custody is obvious. You know what I mean? It's pretty fucking obvious that if our job requires to carry frags, and it's me and you, Spanky, and everybody knows that me and you got the frags, and I say my shit's missing, then that's it. Then it's obvious. ICE took the frags.
Right.
It's because they could be dangerous on the side of the road.
As long as that part's cleared up, that they could be dangerous.
We want to make sure that those dangers are cleared off the side of the road. And the guy left his bag, GM2 Booker, who had, obviously, whatever. But anyways, so we got some pictures in right now. I'm seeing some pictures. I got a fucking running. I got a running ticker going on up here, and Kim Jong-un is walking in South Korea to shake hands with Moon Jae-in. Sound like I said Mujahideen. With the moon, he's walking hands and Rook is walking wrong. Fuckers, you ain't ready to fight tonight now. Oh, Rook who's shaking hands, huh? Sorry. I'm gonna cause a war. It's historic. Come on, I'm breaking balls.
Well, this just broke during our show. The leaders of North and South Korea have made history tonight. Kim Jong-un has crossed the Korean demilitarized zone to meet his counterpart, the South Korean president. The South Korean president did the same, briefly crossing into the north. That hasn't happened since 1953.
Pomp and circumstance. They're treating this guy with more royalty. It's unreal. What are they going to do to this kid? What are they going to do to this kid? Why is everybody doing push-ups?
I think they were late to formation.
They were late to formation? Yeah. Casey was late for formation too? Who else was late? Branko was late for formation? Of course, Branko was. You and your all caps talking ass and shit every time you fucking come on here. I can just totally tell how you are on here, Branko. Like if I were to imitate your typing, you know how you can't take context from typing? I can with you, Branko. I could just see you typing something. Hey guys, how you doing, huh? Come some chowder? Sorry, I'm in a good mood. Because Jack is treating me good right now. Only sipping it. Recover. But anywho. Man, so this is pretty crazy, man. So King is talking, it's going into. So hang on, let me see if I can grab a pic. Let me try to grab a pic. And of course, because we're not real journalists, of course, because we're being accused of not being real journalists, even though we have 100% completely said we're not journalists. We break balls about being, journalists and shit like that, but we're not really journalists. If you want to say we're journalists or something like that, you can, but I'm not going to really say we are because we're not. So let me,
Wait.
well, go ahead.
Was I supposed to go to journalism school? Did I miss that memo?
I was about to say, man, we need to.
I'll get on that. I'll make a note.
You better get on that shit right now. You need to.
I'm gonna get an online certificate. Me and my emotional support Godzilla.
That's right. Exactly. You better get on that shit. Don't be fly taking. Fucking get on the shit now. Yeah, let me pull up a pic. I'm still loving the fucking apoplectic sergeant majors. They're not even sergeant majors yet. I'm sorry. They're just students going to knocklock. So I think it's fucking awesome. Of excellence. There you go. Let me click and click and click. And there we go. Man, there you see it. Oh, hurrah! There you go. Right there. Look at that shit. That's history right there. Crossed into the DMZ, and the South Korean president went up to the north to meet him, shaking fucking hands. Look at that shit. Unreal. Never would have thought would have been able to fucking see this shit. Unreal. I couldn't even believe it. That's unreal. So, hey, you guys out in the DMZ, man, hang in there. Who knows? Maybe we won't need to be going over there all the time. Just saying. May or may not. We never know. But I'm always an optimist when it comes to this stuff. Because it's better that you be an optimist about this shit than be all fucking gloom and doom. I know Camp Hovey and fucking Camp Humphreys have got bad fucking plumbing problems, so I know the inbox gets inundated. It seems like we're watching the same videos over and over again when we get them, and it's not. It's fucking different shit. So, anyways, there you go. So there's proof positives right there. Hello. But, hey, Branko, stop. Dude, we got it. Jesus. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so it's good shit. I love it. I don't know what else to fucking say, dude. I'm kind of okay. Look, the reason why I'm fucking kind of stumbling right now because I just got a picture of the gunny in his casket. That kind of distracted me right now. So, there's already a picture rolling around the internet of the gunny in his casket in his dress blues. So I'm just looking at that shit. That somebody sent me that, and I was just kind of threw me off. If you guys not seen it yet, you'll probably see it getting passed around Facebook right now. But it's wow, an icon. Like I said, everybody's gunny. So, anyways, all right. Have you seen that shit yet?
I have not. Oh my!
Yeah.
I got a little choked up just even thinking about it, though. I'm sure I will, though.
Yeah, I was talking, and then the next thing I saw it, I'm like, oh, fuck. Damn.
It's just no.
Yeah, it's hard to scroll up in the office, or in the what was that things in the team room?
Okay.
And yeah, you'll see it. I don't even want to. Whew. Man. In the fields, man. In the fields. In the fields. I don't even know what to say. But so much lag. Yeah, it's lagging. So what? Dude, all you guys got to do is fucking complain about shit, then just don't get the fuck back on. And that one say too easy. Refresh your fucking browser. Anyways. Yeah, so somebody sent me that, or I just looked at it through the mail, and that kind of totally fucking distracted me right now, guys.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. No, it just totally fucking that totally got me. And I'll and let me do the gunny right by showing us, and we can pay our respects. And this is, ooh, man. Hang on for a sec. Let me grab this up, and then let me look at it right here. Where's it at? There it is, right there. All right. So what I'm going to show you guys in a minute, it's the gunny in his open casket. Right now he's being viewed before he's going to get buried in Arlington. So if you know the meaning that he has to us and to the rest of the veteran community, then you know obviously for us this is a pretty this is just sad to just watching this, seeing this. So if you're not ready to see the gunny in pose, and you're not ready to see him in his casket, then then go ahead and don't even. Oh man, it's just a photo that just makes you go, oh man. There we go. So I'm gonna put it up right now, guys. So hang in there. There we go. Ah. Oof. Man, thanks, Cos, for dropping that in there. Appreciate it. That was a yeah, that hit me, dude. Totally distracted me from what I was doing right now, man. None against you, but I just caught that. So, hey, with that, we're gonna go ahead and take a break because my ass is distracted.
Yeah.
So, we'll be right back. All right. So, shots.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
what it is to see when you look at me. Deep into the photography, I don't really need your sympathy, just tell me your thoughts. Have I got what they got, and is it a plot done for naught? Am I not like you because I do what I do? Who knew that I could lose a few of you cause I bleed blue? But it's true, I know cause I see it every day as I work and I sleep the day away. Like you I have pain and like you I have fear. Can I pay all of the bills and still make it through the year? Will I make it home alive? Should I pray to the sky every day and every night? Will I hold you by my side? But in the public eye, I don't even have a heart. A robot of the system moving only when I'm told to start. Rip apart my art, I'm strong like a flower blooming. You got it all wrong, I know I'm breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
Call me a vet like a soldier. Green beret, 21 gun salute, don't wanna see the day. In a constant war zone, in the home of the brave, where they hate the police until they saving the day. I got kids like you, a mortgage like you, so blue lives matter, and so does yours too. All this separation and divide, open your eyes. If you cut us all open, we the same inside. The only difference is I run to the gunfight. Your peace when it's chaos, when the people don't act right. Put them under scrutiny for trying to protect me. You pull a pistol and I'm shooting for trying to contest me. I got a quick second to make a deadly decision. The media betrayed me like a kid for a living, like I'm cold with no heart, a brain with no thoughts, a body with no feeling, a life with no cause.
Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. I'm damned if I do, and damned if I don't. It's like every single time I say what's on my mind, they go for my throat, they spew evil words. If you are absurd, always grinding, grinning, and killing my soul with these verbs. Hold me down, like I can't gasp for air. I'm closed inside of a box, like I'm inside Fort Knox. Every time that I'm there, I don't know why they think that I'm different from you. All that's true is I'm a like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
The bitches, they love visuals.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Oh, shit. We just got some more news. Unreal. Now, for you guys that have been in for, a while, in a day, or you guys may have remember back in the day, the Army had a slew of fucking online training that you had to knock out. It didn't matter what you had to fucking do, but God damn it, the commanders had no control. And there was no way that you can either go on leave or you couldn't do jack shit, nation. You guys know what I'm talking about. Without having to be to fucking do some stupid ass fucking it's online training. So what happened is that the chief of staff of the Army, the secretary, anyways, all the Army leadership said, you know what? It's time for us to stop with all the Army freaking online training. Well, they did get rid of some online training. Not all of them. They only got rid of 3 courses. So, hey, it's a start, but all them shits need to fucking go because the way I see it, those were a waste of time. It wasted soldiers' time. And we did not need to be doing that shit. So, of the courses that are possibly getting dumped, which they should look. The biggest one that I'm glad they dumped was trips.
Oh my god.
If you don't know what fucking trips is, the travel risk planning system, which basically you went online. And it was an unforgiving fucking program that you had to do a risk assessment on your some center of excellence of the Good Idea Fairy Center of Excellence. Put this program into place to make soldiers safe for you to go on fucking leave. Had to have been somebody from Knocklock. Had to have been. So go ahead.
When I have to do a map to sit on my couch, there's a fucking problem.
Yeah. If your leave address, that's why General Kurilla, the commander of the 82nd, says, why does it take 20 fucking documents to do a one leave form? Because commanders were so used to getting their faces ripped off when a soldier would because then the Army's now placing way too much. Now, I'm kind of glad that the Army's starting to say, hey, it's on you, motherfucker, if you're an idiot. Because I'm glad the Zero Defect Army is slowly trying to break away from today. But still a lot of, whatever. So trips you had to do before you went on leave. And it was an actual map. You had to do like a fucking a strip map to go on leave, even if you stayed locally. So what I used to do as a smart ass when I was a younger NCO, I would do all the strip clubs in the if I was staying local of the posts that I was at. All the clubs, all the strip clubs, and all of them would all be like fucking. So like one day I would be here, another day. So when you look, you know how it draws it out for you and it has that line. It would be like all over the place. There would be like a giant squiggly spaghetti line of strip on the strip map. Because I like you said, Spanky, it's fucking ridiculous that you had to fill out a risk assessment for you to go on leave, but they don't make you fill out a risk assessment when you go back and forth to work every day.
And the chances of me getting in an accident are higher because literally when I think back, the only accidents I got into were getting rear-ended, sitting in fucking traffic at the damn gate. Like, I'm getting triggered thinking about it. Look at me, I'm using that word that I hate. And the waste of time, the waste of paper, and they talk about, net zero 2020 and we're getting away from paper. The most fucking paper I use is turning in a goddamn leave form. You don't have a fucking pap smear, you can't go on fucking leave. MedPros is ready. Can't go and fucking leave. Oh no, gotta do the trips. Gotta do this online training.
Wait, so you had,
and I'm just getting
so
mad thinking about it. And I don't even have to. I'm not. Woosah.
So you had to have a pap smear to go on leave? How the fuck did that? Holy
no,
shit!
Seriously, my MedPros is fucking red. I can't go and fucking leave.
Holy shit! Yeah. So you had to make sure the cooter was clean before
Yep.
you want to fucking leave, and that was it. Then you were fucking good to go.
I gotta have trips and a fucking pap smear.
You got. Oh my god. You got. Never mind. I was gonna say something. Anyways, vulgar. No, with exactly that. So trips, you had to do a form, just like I said, and then that had to go on top of all your fucking MedPros on top of that, and then to go on that before you go on, you had to do what was called media awareness training. Media awareness training. So you had to do media awareness training, even though the fucking media shit that's in the fucking Army and in that class is so fucking outdated, it's unreal because we have social media.
Right.
We don't need your fucking help for media now, especially now. That's like saying you need to do your horse stable awareness training for the horses that we're going to take on a horse-drawn carriage when we're pulling our artillery pieces behind it. No. So, that's another one that's been taken off. So all the media awareness shit, because obviously we live in a different type of world from back in the day. So we got trips and we got media awareness. Now finally, we're bringing hookers back. Yeah, combating and trafficking in persons and training. What they
Philippine and Russian.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just you notice that all of a sudden you hear about the news and shit about Korea. All of a sudden, combating trafficking in persons training, which is basically human trafficking, no hookers, fucking training. How to identify hookers, which threw you in a scenario that that would say, you are at a bar and you are talking to a woman and she is asking for money to do this, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, that's my ex-wife. No, it's a hooker. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, now that you know what I mean? That's how they do it. That's fucking they do that shit. They have a class because I think it was like 2004, 2005, hookers in the DoD are no longer authorized to be patronized by U.S. service members because you could be condoning, participating, or funding the human trafficking network of said, I guess, of that individual who's human trafficked.
Again, but did we really need an online class to tell us that was wrong?
About what? Getting hookers? Because in some countries, hookering is legal. Hookering is not human trafficking. They have hooker cards and fucking hooker licenses and they go through certifications of the states and shit like that and are kept. I've actually spoken to hookers and asked them why they became hookers. Very interesting conversations. Not in Korea, of course, but I'm just saying. Some of them ironically say the same thing that our strippers say. I got a kid and I got to go to school. They have the same.
I mean, but
it's like, wow, it's like what?
All human trafficked. I mean, if they chose their job, but again, do we need a class to say that human trafficking is wrong?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Human trafficking is wrong. The kidnapping of somebody to that is getting sold into sex slavery, that is wrong. That is wrong. You're damn right.
Yeah.
I totally fucking agree. You're right. You don't need a class to say that's wrong. Nor it just goes to show how stupid the Army thought you were. All these classes, the Army thought you were an idiot.
And not so much that we need a class. Normally you can only get on them on government computers, and you have a platoon full of guys with one government computer in the platoon office, and they're all trying to get it done before COB today. We've all been there and try to get it all done then. Or, can't get a cat card to work, or you can't do this, and now this guy's pen's done. Again, trying to get it all done by COB today.
Exactly. And you're in a unit that's got like zero fucking funds and zero ability to fucking get on a computer. So those three, so trips, which really wasn't to me online training, it was just a thing that you had to fucking do because it was some safety thing. We didn't even, some units that I had, it took so long, like you said, because your cat card wouldn't read it, or the certificate was wrong, or the program was hard. My commander just said, don't fucking do it. My commander, we fucking, I don't want to die on my commander. Hey, sir, don't worry. Fuck it. I'm going to tell a million people right now that we didn't do it. We didn't do trips. We didn't fucking do trips. Most Most of the kids in my unit were pretty responsible anyways, and they had good platoon sergeants to fucking square them away. Or if I would get a phone call, top fucking so-and-so broke down so-and-so, and it's going to be right here, so whatever. I'll be like, okay, cool. Because you could have the most baller, perfect car in the planet, and it fucking fall apart. Not naming names or not making brands, but, several soldiers who've owned Dodge trucks. I'm just breaking balls. Fords and Chevys fuck up too. You can have a brand new car, and something will fucking happen. It's not your fault. So I'm not gonna sit there and say, "Woo," And like another thing too. What are you gonna tell the fucking platoon sergeant? What are you gonna tell the somebody if there's a defect on the car? Like, is my platoon sergeant fucking? He's trained to fucking blow shit up and fire guns and jump out of airplanes. He's not trained to fucking work on a goddamn car.
I mean, they let me inspect vehicles. I could barely change, Oh, well, no, I can't change the oil. I did
well, no,
watch
it's
a
hard to
YouTube
change it.
video once
Well, it's hard to
because
change the
someone
oil
said I
now.
shouldn't do that.
Well, no, it's hard.
But they let me inspect them.
No, but it's hard. It's hard to change the oil in cars nowadays. Nowadays, cars are so finicky on how they're, you know what I mean? Like, you have to push this button to click that, to push that, so that way the light comes off when you change the oil after you've done this. Turn the keys 3 times, hit the fucking gas, honk the horn 3 times, and then shut the hood and open it again. You know what I mean? There's a specific, a specific thing.
Well, no, seriously, my point is they let me be the one that signs off on the soldier's
That's what I'm saying.
sheet saying that their car is good to go.
Are you ASE certified? Exactly.
Because of my rank.
Exactly.
I have no
That's wrong.
idea if it is or not.
Are you ASE certified?
Check sheet.
Exactly. So if you're not ASC certified or safety certified to do a TRIPS report, then what makes you media certified? What makes you hooker certified? You know what I'm saying? The Army thought you were stupid. The Army really thought that you were fucking union. You know what I mean? They thought you were calf man. Hey guys, how you talking about me again? So the whole fucking point, the Army, that's the problem with the innovation. That's why I want. Oh man, it sucks when General Perkins retired. Trade out commander. All about innovation. Multi-domain battle space. All this other innovative shit that he was trying to push over in doctrine. And man, we still have those fucking dinosaurs that just need to fucking go. Our time is done, guys. The good old days over. It's time to innovate. Time to let the kids take over. Time to let the kids fucking do this. Some of the wild, whiz bang shit the kids are coming up with nowadays. Fucked. And kids coming in with fucking master's degrees and doctorates and bachelor's degrees, and I'm gonna tell them, you need to do a TRIPS report. And your car's not. I had a kid who worked on a fucking NASCAR. He was like, no shit. He worked on Junior's fucking car. And I told him so he had a fucking platoon sergeant that was telling him that he wasn't qualified to make that decision that his car was good to go because it was missing something or something like that. It was a nice car. The guy fucking worked on Junior's fucking car. So you can't take the car because the way you make that noise. Sergeant's supposed to be like that. But you isn't supposed to do that. I'm a sergeant first class. What makes you qualified? What makes you qualified? I'm like, oh, this ought to be good. Eating popcorn. This is when I smoked. I used to smoke a cigarette just watching all this interaction going on during vehicle inspection. Just to watch, to see, supervise, Let Sarns be Sarns. And then sure as shit, I knew that, Junior, he was on Junior's team for mechanic. Great kid. Fucking, talk shit about everybody's car that wasn't a fucking Chevy. It wasn't fucking. But however, he was fucking. Like I said, when it came to like the 1151s, the LMTVs, he'd go up there and woo, threw his fucking little hand magic on there and Hogwarts magic wand junior stick, and the next thing you know, bam, vehicle's running. So yeah, so that's the whole fucking thing. It's pissing me the fuck off that some people have whatever. I hated the fact that there was registration to have a registration to have a registration when you already have your vehicle registered. Like in the state that I have my vehicle registered in, I used to hate the fact that my platoon sergeant said I needed proof of insurance. In the state where my vehicle is registered, my proof of insurance is my registration as well. It even says, this is also proof of insurance because you can't get the registration without proof of insurance. So he was trying to Article 15 my ass because, again, the state that I had my vehicle registered in, the registration was the proof of insurance. And I was about ready to explode on this motherfucker. I'm sorry, you just got to get proof of insurance. I'm not. It's not where you have like a fucking smartphone insurance, something like that. You can just show them. This is the insurance right here. It's the same thing as your registration. Where does it say that? Oh, motherfucker, you work for the DMV? Shit. That's why. And then wondering why soldiers are getting out? Fuck, man. And then you got CSMs and I'm sorry. You have Sergeant Major Selects, Master Sergeants Promotables that are in school going ape shit about a fucking t-shirt.
Of excellence.
Of excellence. Fuck.
No, and again, it's just like, okay, so again, Sergeant First Class Spanky, I am perfectly capable of deciding that this whole platoon of soldiers' vehicles, and I am not a mechanic in any way, shape, or form. Cos even brought it up. I couldn't even find the battery in my car, and I'm supposed to sign off and say that all of their vehicles are good, but I can't, go on leave myself without, giving them a fucking strip map to my couch. The like wrapping my head around that still to this day, that is the kind of stuff that would make me batshit fucking crazy. I'm like, I'm going home. I have use or lose leave. I have to go on leave. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna go sit on my fucking couch, eat popcorn, and watch Desperate fucking Housewives. Because I have shit else to fucking do except for take and burn leave.
Car insurance specialist, yeah. Yeah, it's.
And I know fuck all about their cars.
Yeah, exactly. Because now all of a sudden you have to be.
Saying that it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. You have to be. So yeah, exactly. So now you got to be an expert in. I got a soldier that drives a Ford. I got a soldier that drives a Chevy. I got a soldier that drives a Kia. I got a soldier that drives a fucking Mazda. I got a soldier that drives a fucking Toyota. I got a soldier that drives a Nissan. And I got a soldier that rides a motorcycle. You know what I mean? Then what the fuck?
I can barely drive.
No, my point being is that the army was stupid to fucking think that they placed that responsibility on you, that you look like an ass to your soldiers. I just looked at it. I was like, there's just, like I said, sorry, sir. When you finally find out who I am, we didn't do the trips.
And especially when I was in headquarters, I had mechanics. I'm like, look, they're looking at me like, yeah, Sergeant Spanky, we know that you don't know fucking shit about this.
Yeah, exactly. My mechanics are fucking protective over the vehicles.
Like, your shit fucking good? Because I'm not even gonna try to bullshit you.
Exactly. No, my mechanic.
Yeah. Your tires look good.
Exactly.
To this little check sheet that says I should put a penny here.
Yeah, it's just exactly.
Whatever.
What am I supposed to do for that thing, anyways? A penny to what? Because a penny on a monster truck is gonna, you know what I mean, or a penny on a sports car. Right. You can't measure that. You see, it's like the army's like, yeah, man. You fuck. Glad that fucking thing's gone. Media awareness? Oh my God! What's one thing? Fucking.
Are we doing some common sense stuff?
Oh my God, it's fucking unreal. But they only did 3 courses. They're not doing the rest of them. We need make online training obsolete again. That was the bit. So
you mean like actually let NCOs teach their soldiers the stuff they really should
couldn't even imagine the contracting companies right now pitching a fit, thinking they're probably briefing a general right now saying that the army is going to turn to shit. It's going to catch on fire because we're getting rid of all these fucking courses because everyone's got their hands in their fucking, in their fucking shit. So of course, media awareness and then combatant trafficking in persons training. You didn't fucking need it. You didn't at all.
No.
So, I would be a smartass and do a trip to go do trafficking a human person. Fucking, first I thought I was a smartass. I used to do crazy shit. Just fucking unreal.
Well, you still got time before, if it's not completely gone yet, get in there real quick and do one.
No, exactly. I mean, I should do another trip. I should do like a trip, like some bullshit trips. So do some fucking trips. Like I said, like eat a dick. It spells out eat a dick. You know what I mean? How it draws the map up for you. Eat a dick. What's wrong? What's the fuck, man? This is not, whatever. So, but yeah, it's crazy. So now the army lets sergeants trust their soldiers. Now the army gives you the impression that they trust you as a leader to say, because again, it's on you. If I see you pulling up in the morning and your vehicle's traveling on all four wheels, it's running like I think it should probably run if a car, except for those one that not scare me but trip me the fuck out. I had a soldier that had a Volt and I had a soldier that had a Prius, like the newer ones that are like really fucking quiet. All you hear is just the tires rolling. That thing's bad. I mean, the sound it just sounds like fucking sneaky. It's like E4 Mafia fucking vehicles, all sneaky and shit. You know what I mean? It's just all fucking quiet. You just hear this, and all of a sudden you look like it sounds like someone's throwing rocks at you. You're like, what the fuck's that noise? And it's a goddamn car sitting right there. Oh shit, it's a goddamn Bolt. But shit like that, of course. Now I had one soldier who had a Dodge truck. I mean, I'm not cracking on Dodge, but it was diesel, and he modded his vehicle so it would emit like this massive amount of fucking black and white smoke. He had the switch that made the smoke change colors or whatever. Anyways, so when he would gun it, he would smoke up more than a goddamn M1 Abrams on a fucking, in a smoke screen operation. And it was just unfreaking real how much smoke. But it was nothing to the truck. He had a mod like that. Well, Sergeant Major said you need to get that thing off his fucking truck. And I'm thinking, I'm not touching the soldier's truck. It's his truck. He literally wanted me to go over there, tell him to like stop smoking with the truck. Stop emitting clouds of excellence.
Like tell your truck to stop vaping.
Yeah, exactly. We get it. Your truck vapes. So it was funny. He even had it purposely on his you got smoke or something like that on his bumper, and I'm thinking that's fucking hilarious because there were some people that were fucking everybody around a military installation can't fucking drive. It's just human nature. Everyone around a military installation, I don't give a fuck where you're from or how much driving experience you have. Nobody can fucking drive. Everybody knows that, right? A lot of new people going on and all that. Exactly. So what he would do is when people would ride his ass, slam on their brakes, or when people would, I don't know, this is a new trend where people slow down before they make a left turn in the left turn lane. You ever notice that? You're driving down, you're in the left turn lane, and you start to turn. All of a sudden, somebody slows down making the left turn, and you're thinking, why are you so? Anyways, so what he used to do to the offending vehicles, because I rode with him one time from the motor pool to, somewhere else, to an offsite, and I had to get dropped off. So I was like, hey, give me a ride over to the fucking, offsite. We'll go over there. Oh, Roger for Sergeant. So he fucking, we go. And I don't tell soldiers how to drive their POVs. I mean, and obviously if the if he's not reckless and he's not being an idiot, I don't give a fuck how he drives as long as he's fucking, not killing me or not placing my life in danger. So a car does that. We're in the left turn lane, we're about ready to turn, and he's like the third car behind him, the third vehicle behind the car that was making the car in front of him, the second vehicle starts going, but then slows down like it was going to be a fucking, like it was going to flip or something. That's how the guy was driving it. And my soldier was like, it was fucking hilarious watching his road rage. He said, God damn it, motherfuckers can't drive. So he went around him, went to the outer lane, and I saw him flip the switch, and then it was like, whoa, of excellence. Smoking, exactly that, Joe. Smoking truck of excellence. It was badass. And he's like, oh, sorry for sorry. I did it to everybody who pisses me off on the road. So fuck, I wish I had that.
I need that.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I had that just to, like, when I got my ass chewed out of the battalion, just walk out and smoke up the building. Fuck it.
What colorful smoke?
Yeah, what color? Exactly that. So again, my sergeant major wanted me to fucking. You need to tell him to get that thing off his fucking.
I bet he smoked your sergeant major out.
I thought what it was. Like I was about to say, because everybody has rank in even in a Vic vehicle. It blows me the fuck away. People were trying to pull fucking rank and all this other stuff. All right, so as promised, we're going to get in a few seconds. We're going to get Flash giving us a call, and is going to give us a update for you, freaking sports fanatics that are paying 2 fucks in attention on this draft. So
pick teams.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. So exactly. So we're gonna find out who didn't get picked and who's kneeling with Colin.
Who got picked first? Who got picked last?
Who got picked? Yeah. Exactly. So, yeah. Exactly. Oh, your exhaust would smell like tacos. Oh yeah, tacos. Hey, where's Spanky? Look for the smoke. Is that a controlled burn? No, it's Spanky and tacos. So it was when we were standing by a phone call. But anyways, yeah, go back to what I was saying. We'll continue on the subject until Flash calls. But yeah, it was one of those things that I can't tell. Hey, I'm not a diesel mechanic, and it's a soldier's POV. So, anyways, oh, yeah, right on time. What's up, Fleisch?
What's going on,
bro? So please give us the WTF Nation Radio NFL 2018 draft update. Go.
Okay, so it has been extremely crazy already. We've had about 4 or 5 trades already. A lot of big things, a lot of big people moving, and a lot of people actually not. Now, I will throw out a couple of things. This is the first time that we've had 4 quarterbacks go in the top 10. So let's just jump right into it. With the number 1 pick, the Cleveland Browns, who have like 5 or 6 picks within like the first 2 or 3 rounds. So they have a good chance of getting a lot of pieces. With a surprise pick, they hit Baker Mayfield from Oklahoma. The 4 first-round quarterbacks the Browns have drafted since 1999 has a combined 32-67 record in Cleveland. Now, a lot of people thought Sam Darnold was going to be taken because he's certainly the safer pick. But however, Mayfield is the 4th-ranked quarterback, and there's not much separates him from the 2 ranked ahead of him. So ultimately, they decided to go with another. There was a problem thinking that he was going to be another Johnny Manziel. Talent, but too much ego.
Too much ego, yeah.
Him.
Does he have a good record though? He's no drama in school, right? And there's nothing that's gonna.
He did pretty well. He is a Heisman winner. He won the Heisman last year. Lost to the Georgia Bulldogs. Go Bulldogs! In the NCAA playoff games,
yep.
Which was he's got an attitude on it, but he's also got a lot of talent. He's got a great arm. He's probably the close. You could compare him to Russell Wilson. Is probably his closest comparison, but he still has some flaws. He still has some things he needs to work on, like his character and his leadership and stuff like that. But that it all comes with maturity. But 6'1", 215 pounds. So came in at number 1. Now, one thing I was very excited about, I'm a Giants fan. There's a lot of speculation. Are we going to pick the heir apparent to Eli Manning? Are we going to with running back? Are we going to go get a defensive lineman? Well, we're able to settle. And in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinions, the best player available in the draft, Saquon Barkley from Penn State, was picked. The running back, 6 foot, 233 pounds. He's the top-rated prospect according to ESPN and NFL. And fills a pressing need for the Giants, who ranked 26th in rushing yards per game and 22nd in rushing yards per carry in 2017. Last year was pretty horrible for the Giants. It's been pretty horrible, especially on the running game, which if you look back to the 2 Super Bowls they've won in the last decade and a half, they all started with good running backs. We haven't had that. Eli Manning's been getting beat up, and he put too much pressure on his shoulders. So I think they're working that David Webb, who's in the waiting in the wings, might be the heir apparent, while Saquon Barkley is
Is it overrated though? Great feet. Don't you think that's overrated though? Saying he's the heir apparent though, isn't that little?
That's why they drafted him 2 years ago. He's 3 years ago. They drafted him to be the takeover for Eli Manning. Now they were worrying that there's a lot of quarterbacks that were available. So that's why it was big speculation. Would Gettleman the GM decide, hey, let's find this young kid who's going to take over, and we don't really trust David Webb, or go with the running backs? So it looks like they have some more trust that anything happens to Eli Manning or Eli Manning steps down, David Webb could step in. But we're going to see how the year goes. Now, I don't want to take everyone's time too much, so I'm just going to throw a couple of Sam Darnold, who everyone thought was going to go number 1 for the Browns, was drafted by the Jets, which was actually from USC, which was kind of cool. The Jets have a lot of quarterbacks, but a franchise that ranked 31st in passer rating, completion percentage at 57.2, interceptions 162, traded up and ended up with the best quarterback in the class, according to ESPN. He's got a really good record. A new offensive coordinator with New York thinks they can make him better, and that he can he'll be good. I mean, they haven't really had a great quarterback drafting since Joe Namath, and the last one they drafted was 2009 was Mark Sanchez, and didn't really turn out so well. So they're hoping to break that streak right here. Now, number 4, Ohio State got lucky because one of their own, Denzel Ward, a cornerback, got picked up in the second round, the second pick for the Browns, the number 4, which is kind of cool. The Browns right now have made a lot of offseason acquisitions. They've made a lot of trades, and they're actually been like opening some eyes, like, oh, Browns are actually here to play this year. So right now they're kind of filling in holes that they know they're missing. It's kind of hard to justify passing on Bradley Chubb, I think, but the Browns have allowed the league, they've allowed 68.6 completion percentage, and it's the league worst. So they're hopefully bringing in a younger cornerback that's going to help, tie that down. But Bradley Chubb didn't have to wait very long. The defensive end from NC State went to the Broncos. Let's see. Another one, Josh Allen was picked up by the Bills in number 7. Let's see. The Georgia lost their outside linebacker, Raquan Smith, to the Chicago Bears. Now, Josh Rosen was the other quarterback. So those are your big quarterbacks was Josh Rosen, Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, and Baker Mayfield. They all went in the top 10, with Josh Rosen being picked up by the Cardinals, coming out of UCLA, which is kind of cool. Now, there's been a lot of trades going up and down. Another good acquisition, I think, for San Francisco, finding some help for Garoppolo out there. They picked up an offensive tackle, the number 1 rated tackle in the draft, Mike McGlinchey. It's weird last name, but he's coming out of Notre Dame, number 1. He's the 9th overall. Didn't take long for them to pick him either, so they knew they wanted to get him. Now there was some turning heads. The Redskins picked up Alabama defensive tackle when many people thought they were going to pick up a wide receiver. They sorely need a wide receiver. So a lot of people not very happy about that. Moving down the line, couple things. The Raiders picked up an offensive tackle one thing they've been having trouble with is holding down their line to give David Carr enough time to actually throw the ball. David Carr is a really good talent, but as we remember, he got hurt last year and didn't finish the season. And the year before that, they were playoff contention. They were a playoff contention team. So hopefully adding Colton Miller from UCLA will help, put him in that blind side.
Yeah, but
spot,
UCLA doesn't really
give
produce
David Carr a little bit of help.
Well, UCLA has not produced any good quarterbacks though since Todd Marinovich back in the day. Though it's iffy with them. You know what I mean? Raiders have always picked.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah, Raiders have always picked southern east, Mississippi or LSU quarterbacks, as opposed to I don't know. Okay, all right, continue.
And since we're talking about linemen, another good acquisition at number 6, Quentin Nelson from Notre Dame was picked up. He's an offensive guard. It's going to be good because he's another. That's another team that suffered for their quarterback Andrew Luck going down for Indianapolis. Quentin Nelson's going to give them some relief and some youth in that line, so they can help actually, give Andrew Luck a little bit of a chance to throw the ball. The Colts kind of suffered the same thing that the Giants did, that the line just wouldn't give, Andrew Luck any time. So he'd either end up on his back or throwing some bad, last year, Andrew Luck had probably one of his worst seasons. So they're hoping to make that change. So you got Giants in the brain. Dallas Cowboys had actually another interesting pick. They picked up an inside linebacker at 19, Leighton Van Esk. This guy's really cool because he's a three-peater. He actually plays 3 different sports in college. Not a lot of people thought that he was going to get picked. While he's only got an 86 grade and he's 32 overall. They thought he was going to go into the late second, maybe early third, but he's number 2 at his position. Coming out of Boise State, in high school they played 8-man football. He kind of grew, he grew. He's got a lot of talent. He plays basketball. He plays football. He plays baseball. He brings immediate versatility and is something that maybe some invigoration that the Dallas Cowboys sorely need on defense, but as a Giants fan, they could suck it. At 18, the Green Bay Packers picked up cornerback. Nothing shiny about that. After you got out of the top 10, there really wasn't any surprises. Again, the Redskins, from player reactions that I've seen so far, they picked up Daron Payne from Alabama, defensive tackle. Now, he's a good player, but he's really not what the Redskins were hoping for, especially after they let Kirk Cousins go and traded to bring Alex Smith in. While Alex Smith is a bit older than Kirk Cousins, the only thing that the Redskins really need is actually some targets for Alex Smith. Maybe they're planning on something down the road, but we're not sure quite yet. We're going to see what happens. The Chargers at 17 picked up Daywin James, a safety. That was another kind of a head scratcher. I think they were thinking that there was going to be a offensive or defensive line being picked up, but he's a solid person. He's number one at his position. He's ranked 7 overall. Kind of surprised that he didn't get picked up by the Saints or by Tampa Bay, but stuff like that happens. Let's see. I know we've had some new ones, so let's. And then so far there after the top 10 and the quarterbacks went out, there hasn't been a lot of surprises. Of course, there also hasn't been a lot of big names going out. There's still some people that are waiting. Billy Price, though, got picked up as center from Ohio State for the Bengals, adding some help for Dalton, another person who suffers from the good quarterback, just not enough time. Hopefully, and they also had troubles with they had 4 or 5 fumbled snaps last year. Hopefully, Billy Price will be able to come in and start right away and move on. Now we've got like another 3 days of drafting coming up. Still on the clock, we have the Patriots, the Panthers, the Ravens, the Falcons, Seahawks, Steelers, Jaguars, Vikings,
crap.
Patriots again, and then the reigning Super Bowl champions, the Eagles.
All right. Well, cool.
I know it's been fun to watch. Some highlights from the very beginning. They booed the hell out of Roger Goodell, and honestly, I was booing. My wife. I was eating with my wife, so I couldn't really boo too loud. But I was booing Roger Goodell. You can tell that there is no love lost in Dallas. Roger Goodell is not welcome anywhere, and hopefully eventually he'll get the hint. He was trying to pass off, man, why would you boo the Dallas Cowboys? And they weren't having that, but it was kind of cool seeing Troy Aikman up there, and they threw some footballs to the fans. It's been a great environment. I've enjoyed the ESPN commentary. It was a lot better than the last couple of years.
Did it get political at all?
Say what?
Did it get political? Anybody standing, not standing, kneeling, or whatever? Anybody get into
Nope.
that lane?
Everything's been good. All the there's you can just tell there's there was some shock, especially how people some of the teams traded up and then didn't take somebody that the ESPN analysts thought they sorely need. But no, it's been good because I tell my wife all the time, I say, these kids are about 10 years younger than me. And these, they're getting a great chance in life, and you could tell all these kids coming up here are super excited. I don't think there was anyone who, hasn't really been excited. I know the only person who they talked about was Saquon Barkley saying that he didn't want to go to the Browns. I don't know if maybe that helped the Browns not pick him because, you don't want somebody who's automatic, like, I don't want to be on that team. But Baker Mayfield was, first selected. He was very excited. They were worried that his attitude and stuff would, drop him down the line and maybe a second-round quarterback or a late first round. But the Browns are taking a chance on him. Again, 6'1", 215 pounds. He had good seasons. I mean, Mayfield is one of the most polarizing players in his class, large part due to his outstanding football character. But he's got some red flags. He's still got to work on his footwork. But they do have a quarterback in Cleveland already. So if they're smart and if they kind of go back to the old way of doing it, Mayfield will actually sit on the sideline, watch the quarterback who they got up there, which is Tyron. Dang, I don't remember his name. They have a quarterback that they actually traded as one of the trades they made. So hopefully they got someone they can figure they can train him up, they can get him ready, and he will be the future in maybe 2 or 3 years, and not try to push him to the forefront. But I know there's a lot of these kids so far that have been drafted so far are definitely going to be starting, especially Saquon Barkley. He's already number 1 of the depth chart for me. But yeah, I mean it's great. I mean, definitely pay attention. It's going to be a long draft, but I expect to see some more impact players in the late second and third round. There's a lot of people that still have fallen on the down. One quick thing though, Rashad Evans from Alabama, inside linebacker, has been picked up by the Tennessee Titans at number 22. That's Alabama's 1, 2, 3. Alabama's got 3 already in the first round. It's got to be very exciting for that program out there. As much as I hate them as a Georgia Bulldogs fan, but they do some good work and they have a lot of success in pushing their people into the draft and into the NFL. So congratulations to Alabama, fuckers.
Cool.
And that's it for Flash.
All right, man. Hey, thanks for coming on board and giving us the NFL 2018 draft update, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. If you miss anything, go to ESPN.com or you can find the channels or whatnot. They're going to be doing coverage from now until this thing's over with. Pretty much 24/7 coverage. So if you think you're going to see anything else on ESPN, you're not. They're going to cover this all with everything.
Cool.
So good luck, good night, and
all right, man.
Shots.
All right, shouts. Take it easy, man. Oh man. So the final story of the night. Look, I usually when it has something involved with the military and somebody who has been giving great ratings and great records and great like for instance, Spanky, you've served with individuals that have served honorably, great paper. They go and hang out and good to go, and everybody, you might have heard some rumors, but other than that, nobody's fucking gone to jail or lost their lives over somebody, right? You've always known that unless it's a fucking substantiated rumor, then final story of excellence, then it's legit unless it's substantiated. So so today DC was kind of fucking rocked. And the military and the VA. The reason why is because the admiral that was selected to be the next Veterans Secretary, Admiral Ronnie Jackson was alleged by a congressperson that this dude had some drama. This guy had this guy had that, and all this. All rumor. All fucking rumor. Nothing substantiated. Nothing that would say that it was going to be, it was legit. Like, there was no paper. There was no conviction. The last 3 presidents, W, Obama, and this president have said that this guy is good to go. He's fucking squared away. Nothing in the investigations that took place for this admiral to be the next Veterans Secretary popped hot, I guess you would say, to be whatever. Until some Democratic senator, and his name is, what's his fucking name? John Tester of Montana, ranking member of the Committee of Veterans Affairs, or blah, 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 blah. Anyways, alleged accusations of prescription drug misuse, hostile work environment, and drunkenness. Alleged. These are all fucking alleged. So, with this whole fucking thing, Admiral Jackson is the shit. Dr. Jackson. I mean, he's a doctor. He's a physician. He is probably one of the most trusted doctors in the world because he's overseeing the health of the commander-in-chief. Doesn't matter which one, he's seeing the health over it. Now, go ahead.
Oh no, and he has, he served both Democrat and Republican administrations too. He's not how do you say, a crony on either side.
No, exactly. He's bipartisan. He doesn't give a shit. He does what all of us like right now. There might be
he's
some
a soldier.
He moves out. Job. Yeah, he does his job. Does what he's told. Knows what he's fucking got to do. He knows politics are above him and all that. And he impressed the president so much that, and also he looked at Obama's. Come on, dude. If your OER is being signed by W and fucking Obama, and they all say promote now to, Admiral, then that's it. Then what more do you need to do before Congress? So this Senator Tester started saying, well, what about these allegations? What about these allegations? What about this? We heard about this. We heard about that. Now, I could go ahead and give you every instance that a military doctor or physician's assistant has prescribed something to me due to injury or due to deployments or whatever on the fucking spot. This senator called him the Candyman. This senator was making it sound like this guy this doctor was just throwing fucking pills at everybody and getting everybody addicted to shit. He is a doctor. He is licensed to prescribe a prescription of medication. He is authorized to do that. Okay? It's not like he's some fucking medic that works at the fucking TMC that just happens to get in the fucking, the schedule 3 fucking drug locker and is able to pass out perks. He's not. He is a legitimate doctor. He could write you a profile, and you know what? He's legally authorized to do it. Just like he is legally authorized to fucking hand out or prescribe medications to you because he's a physician if he sees you in pain, in duress, and then lacking eating and sleep. Everybody who's been deployed knows that when you get on the airplane, there's usually some guys, and the first thing they ask you is, do you want a sleep pack before you board the fucking plane? And I'm like, huh? What the hell was that? Fucking sleep pack. Yeah, it's to help you sleep. I'm fucking tired, man. I've been up since like 2 a.m. loading up for deployment. I got no problem sleeping. Until I woke up 4 hours later, pacing the fucking airplane. You're like, fuck, I gotta sleep. So what they do is they prescribe you, they give it to you. They are authorized to do that, to give you these prescriptions of Ambien or whatever sleep medication. That protocol is given to everybody who flies with the president because he's flying the fuck everywhere. He prescribes on the spot because he's authorized to do it. Prescription, because he's a doctor. Doctors can prescribe the proper medication for you. This being some sleep medicine. And he can do it. He's authorized to do it on the spot. So, that was one alleged that he was just going crazy with the fucking drug. Now, large supplies of Percocets, a prescription opioid, because opioids a big issue right now. Opioids. Oh, opioids. Oh, it's opioids. We want to talk about opioids, but we don't want to pass legalized marijuana. Anyways, don't let me start on that fucking kick. So now that he said that he was providing fucking, that he was over prescribing opioids, that's not true. Everyone's talking about he's fucking throwing, they're throwing him into the bus for no fucking reason. Second thing, hostile work environment. Now, you just heard the WTF Nation doc come on air, and you heard him say specifically, oh, now what? You just need to go do some fucking PT. You know what I mean? In the medical field, in the medical environment, such shock and awe leadership caves fuckers. Because you got to remember, when these guys come into service, they don't go to fucking basic training. They go to like a 2-3 week, hi, welcome to the military. This is what a captain's called. That's the rank that you have. You are a captain. You get to tell people what to do. So if you see the funny little stripes, those are sergeants. You don't have to listen to them because you're a doctor and you're an officer. Now, this is the uniform. You get to wear this little uniform. Just make sure you put the flag on there, because those sergeants will get mad and say you don't look good. You got to make sure your sergeants are good. They don't go through basic training. They're direct commissioned. So they come in, bam. Doc Jackson's a fucking combat medic. Deployed downrange. Sewed people up. Ensured that on the battlefield this guy was taken care of by. He was there in the shit. Knows exactly what veterans are going through. Soldiers have been going through. So that personality, when you and Minx will tell you, there is the medcom personality, and then there's the combat medic. Doc Dredd is just like Doc Jackson. Doc Dredd ain't gonna fucking play. In a hospital environment, guys like Doc Jackson and Doc Dredd were probably like, hell, even the WTF Nation doc too. They'd be like, oh my God, he's such a toxic leader because I'm telling you to do your fucking job. That seems to be the new thing now. If you tell somebody to do their job and you hold them to standard, then you're a toxic leader. So, again, these are totally fucking unfounded. There has been no, these are all rumors. Rumors! Now, if you show me documents and saying, yep, whatever. So, now there's another one. At one of his farewell parties, he got drunk. No.
People drink that are legal adults?
Fucking way. When I retire, I'm going to fucking drink. And I'm going to participate in herbal fucking supplements. And grow a beard 5 feet long. And make some shine with Pookie. I'm serious. They're hemming this guy up for alleged. Then they say, well, then he allegedly crashed a car. Okay, I could see somebody kind of like shamming the fuck off, drinking, or ha ha ha, whatever. You know, you saw Ice getting all fucking drunk, whatever. I think it's a significant event that everybody would realize if I crashed a government vehicle. You can't get away from that shit. The way they're making it sound like this, like, oh, he crashed a government vehicle and he was drinking a rah. No proof.
I mean, I wasn't drinking, but I have gotten drunk before in my life. I have crashed a government vehicle before in my life. Oh my God, I have taken opioids, Percocets, all that. You know, I've been had a million surgeries.
Oh God.
Fuck me.
Oh, forget. Oh God, forget it. You are just. Oh, see. So
and that's not even alleged. I'm admitting it now.
Yeah, well, he even said. He said like this is like straight up. It's like, what are you talking about? I've never wrecked a car. I can tell you that. He even said, whatever. Even I
did.
Everyone's like.
I wasn't drunk or on opioids.
But this happened. But this happened.
Down,
but this happened just like this happened. Senator John Tesser of Montana, the ranking member of the Senate. Now, let me go ahead and give you some more fucking tinfoil, okay?
Okay.
So check this out. What is the president trying to do right now with the VA?
I think he's trying to unfuck it and clean some house.
He's trying to clean some house. He's trying to unfuck it, but he's also trying to give what they call veterans choice. Everyone's saying what he's trying to do is basically, it's almost like when you get an off-post referral for TRICARE when you're in active duty.
Right.
He's trying to do the same thing for VA. So the VA you would be getting, it would be like TRICARE or whatever, and then you get a referral, and then you go to see your specialist, and that's it, right? You don't have to sit there and go through the suck of the VA hospital.
Or drive 300 miles to see
exactly
a
that.
At the VA.
Exactly that. So there is rumors that there are some people that are with Senator Tester. Rumors now. I am alleging, these are only rumors, that because he is part of that fucking pocket that does not want to have to continue that bureaucracy to keep it going, because there are some people there that want to have their jobs, that want to keep their jobs, that's why all of a sudden this came up.
Shocker that it'd be in Montana where you would have to drive 300 miles to go to a VA.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. So, I mean, everyone's like, yeah, well, we're going to have a confirmation here and let's do that. And then today, it was just broke that no, he's not going to do it. So you've tarnished somebody's reputation to be the secretary of the VA because of a toxic... It's now to the point where a rumor, nothing alleged. If there is some paper on me, I'm not talking about like Bill Cosby paper, but I'm talking about like some legit fucking, like, yeah. Like it says right there, yeah, Ice did this, did that, this, that. You know, he fucking told the sergeant major to eat him, and then he fucking, punched the commander and fucking ran, and then he crashed his car, and then he went out and ran naked and was smoking a bowl and said, fuck y'all, and then he like got hit by the MPs. That would be logged somewhere. That would be legit, right? That would be in a log. That would be in a staff duty log from fucking hell, right?
And on a blotter, probably.
In a blotter too, right? So then what's going to happen then? Well, like fucking Mr. Garrison said on South Park, present them. When he said, eat my balls, and then it's like, present them. Present them. Present these allegations. Show us, Mr. Tester, Mr. Testes.
I think that this guy, the senator should have to show it, not just like, oh, I heard. Well, I heard that, you're full of shit. Like, how can you just say I heard?
Yeah,
like,
it was I'm saying, and that's the thing.
It goes back to that they said.
Exactly. Now, Now, in the military system, in order for you to have a position of trust, there was like, well, it's an IG report. Well, let me tell you, Congress people, how the military works. At any time you are assigned a position of trust, you go through 3 investigations. You go through your background for criminal records, you go for background for your clearance if you have to have it for a position of trust, and then you go through a position of trust investigation. So what happens is that if there's any recorded IG complaints against you or your organization while you were under command or in your command and you were involved in it, or anything that has to do with equal opportunity or fucking sexual assault and sexual harassment, alleged allegations, if there are any of those in your records, you could FOIA that shit and then you'd be able to post it, right? You would not just go ahead and give me a 2-pager. These aren't 2 pages when there's a 15-6 conducted for your conduct when it comes to a position of trust investigation. A position of trust investigation is pretty fucking thorough. And if there's anything that pops up, you can request a FOIA as a journalist or a news reporter or whatever you want to call it. We're not, even though we're the WTF Nation Center of Excellence, we're not, going to fucking sit there and FOIA this shit because he would not have gotten this far. He would not be able to be, I guess you would say, handling the president. Physically touching the president and all that is a position of trust assignment. So he would have to have gone through 3 investigations to get him to the point to where he's at. Not fucking rumor control by some disgruntled fucking nurse or somebody who ran a fucking TMC who didn't like the fact that he told him to go do something and they were trying to go, well, technically, get the fuck out of here. He probably was like saying something like that. The worst unit that I have ever been in, the worst unit as far as armying was a medevac unit. They were good at medevacing, don't get me wrong. Outstanding as medevacing. But when it came to sergeanting, when it came to, and there was a couple of them that could sergeant because they were previous MOSs, and they wanted to be medics or they got into the PA system, whatever. But they were previous, so they knew that. But the majority of the sergeanting that was happening in this organization was atrocious. It wasn't their fault. It was because they were, like I said, they could medevac like a motherfucker. But when it came to sergeanting or NCOing or soldiering, that just wasn't their thing. I would see arguments of like the S3 going back and forth with a doctor just to have him take a fucking PT test. And he would ask, why? Why do I have to take a PT test? And the guy's like, because it's fucking, you're supposed to do it as a soldier. Where does it say that I have to take a PT test?
I've been there.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been the S3 in
Oh,
CYC.
you trying to rush
in
me
a
off?
medical unit.
You trying to rush me off, Mikey? Oh, just what the fuck you doing, Mikey? Oh, you just clean it out clean time.
Mikey's in charge now.
Oh, fuck. Well, I'm asking the fucking questions here. Huh.
Go to WTFNationRadio.com, contact us, apply now.
Exactly. If you think you can do it fucking better, thanks, Mikey. I'm asking the fucking questions here. Gonna be in charge once? Well, thank you very much. Private Snowball. God damn, Mikey.
Mikey Center of Excellence.
The Mikey Center of Excellence. Thank you, Mikey. Once again, providing you the great information, entertainment, news, commentary, and opinion of the active duty community by Mikey. Today's
Mikey's been around a minute. He's keeping us on our
He's keeping us on our fucking toe. You must be a fan. You are a fucking super fan, Mikey. Holy shit. Damn. Appreciate you so much. Reminding me about fucking house cleaning. Well, thank you so much. Damn. Now I gotta. Fuck, man. Now I gotta. I don't know what to do now. I have to do house cleaning now because it is house. Fuck.
Mikey said so.
Because Mikey said so. Ready to mic tonight. Yarg. Ah, damn. All right, let me pull up my cut sheets, Mikey. Because beat Mickey. Beat you up. It sounds like your divorce. Oh man, ready to mic tonight. Hang on, let me pull up some documents here so I can get squared away for your.
Make sure get Mikey taken care of.
Yeah, exactly. We want to make sure we want to make sure you are taken care of, brother. We want to make sure that we are here for you. Oh, damn it. Hang on. I'm having issues getting into my So today Baby Ice decided to, run around the house and shit like that, and decided to play with some of the keys on one of my computers here. And now, when I push down on a specific button, it doesn't do that anymore.
Well, would you like me to do housekeeping?
I don't know, Mikey. Can Spanky,
I don't know if Mikey says it's okay.
If Mikey says it's okay, I mean, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, bust out some house cleaning. Go ahead, go for it.
Well, this Saturday, on the 28th, we have Dave Champion coming up on Saturday Night Savagery. He was born in Southern California and was a wild teenager during the sex, drugs, and rock and roll days of the late 70s. Dave then embarked on an entirely different direction when he joined the U.S. Army and became an airborne ranger. After leaving the Army, he returned to Southern California and engaged in a number of careers, including law enforcement, corporate world, the high-tech industry. He was a business owner, legal consultant, and more. Dave is also a public speaker and teacher, having given speeches on numerous subjects, including income tax, the right to keep and bear arms, the 14th Amendment, and the 16th Amendment. Dave has been a frequent guest on radio shows around the country discussing topics such as economics, political theory, America's future, and more. Coming up Monday, the 30th April, is Chad Garland. He covers Afghanistan for the Stars and Stripes. He's a veteran of the Marine Corps. He has reported on business, politics, justice, and national security for newspapers in California and newswires in Oregon and D.C. prior to joining the Stars and Stripes. Chad holds degrees from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, sorry, I knew I messed that one up, and Arizona State University. For Tied Up Tuesday on the 1st of May, we have Jessica Scott. She's an Iraq war veteran, an active duty Army officer, and the USA Today bestselling author of novels set in the heart of America's Army. She is the mother of 2 daughters, 3 cats, 3 dogs, and a wife to a retired NCO. She's also written for the New York Times, At War blog, PBS Point of View regarding war, and IAVA. She deployed to Iraq in 2009 as a part of Operation Iraqi Freedom, New Dawn, and has had the honor of serving as a company commander at Fort Hood, Texas twice. She holds a PhD in sociology from Duke University, and she's been featured as one of Esquire magazine's Americans of the Year for 2012. She's also an active member of the Military Writers Guild. And those are our upcoming guests.
Awesome. Don't forget, guys, we had to reschedule our job fair that was supposed to have been played yesterday, but Hire Our Heroes and some other individuals wanted to boost it up. So I figured we'd just go ahead and do the postponement to July 25th, which is another Wednesday. So that way we'll be able to give you guys some rockin' fucking employers that want to go ahead and do this. I guess this is starting to gain some traction and some knowledge and all that. So participation interest. So I'm kind of glad for that. So don't forget, if you're an employer out there that wants to register for the virtual job fair on July 25th, check out one of our posts. You'll see it's Lauren at hireourheroes.org, right? Is that her address? I think that's what her address is.
Yes, it is. And if anything, you guys can hit me up through the messenger on our radio page, and I will get y'all in contact.
Yep. So again, it's a good thing. We're trying to get veterans out there to work. There's several programs that they can get involved, and it's going to run the gamut. Go to hireourheroes.org. Don't forget one of our partners, War Horses for Veterans, and the Veteran Support. The Veteran Support's going to have on terrestrial radio. That is the 620 KHB. It's going to have Flash on there. Have Flash. So it's going to be pretty cool. We are going to be on there. Yeah, we don't mind hanging out with Jim Cannon at the Veterans Report. We just can't cuss like a motherfucker. So we got to get it all out of our systems before we go on air. Because when I went on air, it was hard. I actually had the whole team at WTF Nation Radio and the main page kind of like coach me to help me out, because I was about ready to drop them, and it was really hard for me to not. I had to stop. I was like, so. And of course, Warhorse for Veterans. Check out their pages too. They're always tagged on our posts when we broadcast. Both great organizations. One seeking for veterans, one giving information for veterans, and one assisting veterans. If you've not checked them out, go ahead and throw an application in to a Warhorse for Veterans. You'll be able to make an experience that you will not forget If you have not experienced Warhorse for Veterans, you will never forget it. I still do not see them on the main page too as well. It depends on what's going on in the schedule and what they got going on. So they got a good gig going on there too. So check them all out. If it's got WTF Nation or WTF U.S. Army WTF moments, check them out, share them out, like them us. And then I am like coming down from, actually I'm getting hyper, or I'm getting more hyper because my glass is almost empty and I've been,
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hungry for another taste. You stumble around the time you waste, and your table's overturned. Sooner or later, you crash, then you burn. I think I wanna die tomorrow. And are you gonna be with me? I think I wanna die tomorrow, 'cause I'm out of time and I'm out of my mind. Simple ways come and go. Still I love the way you turn me on. But I just can't find the words, 'cause everything I say sounds so absurd. I think I wanna die tomorrow. Tired of being with me. I think I wanna die tomorrow. 'Cause I'm out of time and I'm out of my mind. But it's so fast. It's so fast. And it's so fast that I can't let go. I think I wanna live tomorrow. So will you come and breathe with me? Think I wanna live tomorrow. Tired of being with me. Think I wanna live tomorrow. 'Cause I'm out of time and I'm out of my mind. I don't care what you say.
In restless dreams I walked alone. Narrow streets of cobblestone. With the halo of a street lamp, I turned my collar to the cold and damp. And my eyes were staring by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs and voices never shared. And no one dared to spend the song of silence. Oh, say that you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Hey, my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops fell, and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. In the sign lashed out his warning, and the words that it was forming. In the signs and the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls, in tenement halls, and whispered in the sound. Of silence.
Staring at the world through my rear view. Just looking back at the world from another level, you know what I mean? Staring. Multiple gunshots, clear the block, the fun stops. Niggas is calling cops, people shot, nobody stops. I wonder when the world stops staring. Last night you get shot while the whole block's down. I will never understand this society. But they try to murder me, then they lie to me. Product of a dime breed, all my homies try and weed. Now the little baby's crazy based on fantasy. Tell me when my enemies flee when they see me. Even thugs gotta learn to take it easy. Listen to the intermission, stretch your heart for a plan. We turning bad boys to grown men. It's on again, I give a holler to my niggas in the darkest corners. Roll a perfect blunt and let me spark it for you. One love from a thug nigga, rolling with a posse full of paranoid drug dealers. To the end, my friend, I'm seeing nothing but my dreams coming true while I'm staring at the world through my rear view. See, I'm seeing nothing but my dreams coming true while I'm staring at the world through my rear view. They got me staring at the world through my rear view. Go and make me scream to God, he can hear you. I can feel your heart beating fast, guess it's time to die. Getting high, watch the time fly. And I'm a motherfucker staring at the world through my rear view. Go and make me scream to God, he can hear you. I can feel your heart beating fast, guess it's time to die. Getting high, watch the time fly. All my motherfuckers. Now
you see them, now you don't. Some niggas be here for the moment, and then they gone. What happened to them? Well, let's see. It seems to be a mystery. But all I know, I never let the money get to me. Stay down like the truest thug life until I check out this bitch. I thought you noticed who was gonna catch me when I fall or even care to. Why you thinking I see you lost up in my rear view? Hair view is down with them outlaws. Outcasts left far a few like southpaws. But still we keep mashing till our dreams come through. Stepping out the world through my rear view.
Now I was raised a young black man in order to get paid. Crack sales, caught a nigga, so they send me to these overpack jails. In a cell, counting days in the slipping black hell. Do you feel me? Keys to ignition, use it to discretion. Roll with a 12-gauge pump for protection. Niggas hate me in this section from years of chin checking. Turning Smith and Wesson war weapons. Heavenly Father, I'm a soldier. I'm getting hotter 'cause the world's getting colder. Baby, let me hold ya. Talk to my guns like they fly bitches. All you bitches must have run. Look at my bitches. Now I know the answers to the question. Do dreams come true? Still staring at the world through my rear view. I said now I know the answers. Do dreams come true? Staring at the world through my rear view. They got me staring at the world through my rear view. Go ahead, baby, scream to God, he can hear you. I wanna feel your heart beating fast, got the time to die. Getting high, watching time fly. And all my motherfuckers staring at the world through my rear view. Go ahead, baby, scream to God, he can't hear you. I can feel your heart beating fast, got the time to die. Getting high, watching time fly. Nigga, get down.
Back in the days, we hustled for sneakers and beepers, 9-6 for glocks, 'cause fiends hitting up blocks with street sleeves. Bless myself when no one moves to these streets, something I learned in school. On some millionaire marching for the peace, true that. Only one life to lead, a fast life to breathe. Really addicted, infested, since the sea, we all die, breathe, lead like humans. Towns run by young guns, outlaws and truants. Shit's deep, turn 18, roll my will when I go. Run my body with my shotty, all choosing my dough. So while you reminiscing all nights out with the crew, smoke a blunt for me too, I staring through your rear view.
Staring at the world through my rear view. Go ahead, baby, scream to God, he can hear you. I can feel your heart beating fast, 'cause it's time to die. Getting high, watching time fly. Still staring at the world through the rear view. Go ahead, baby, scream to God, he can't hear you. I can feel your heart beating fast, 'cause it's time to die. Getting high, watching time fly. You know, staring at the world through my rear view. Go ahead, baby, scream to God, he can't hear you. I can feel your heart beating fast, 'cause it's time to die. Getting high, watching time fly. While we'll be staring at the world through my rear view. Go ahead, baby, scream to God, he can't hear you. I can feel your heart beating fast, 'cause it's time to die. Getting high, watching time fly. You know, staring at the world through my rear view. Go ahead, baby, scream to God, he can't hear you. I can feel your heart beating fast, 'cause it's time to die. Getting high, watching time fly. And we'll be staring at the world through my rear view. Scream to God, he can't hear you. Heart beating fast, time to die. Watching time fly. Staring at the world through my rear view. Scream to God, he can't hear you. Heart beating fast,
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
It's a hell of a thing, killing a man. You take away all he's got, and all he's ever gonna have.
There ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna rise right out of the ground. Ain't no grave can hold my body down.
You feel me coming, the nigga presence is heavy. You play around with my money, the repercussions be deadly. You talk about wanting beef, well I bring you a fucking deli. Grab it, send me, put it up to your mouth, I'm Machiavelli. Shit, niggas running around talking like Machiavelli. Well he died of gunshot wounds and I don't think they ready. Rock bandanas, thug life on their belly, then they get caught slipping with a chick up at the telly. Shit, where I'm from, niggas eager to get it on. For the right price, your own cousin to do you harm. Hit your ass up, leave you laid out and be gone. Then go to your funeral and be hugging on your mom. Still the same, my nigga, ain't nothing different. Niggas still hating and still snitching. And they still dying over them bitches. Still wishing I fell, keep wishing. I'm on a mission to get it, I'm talking cash. No pun intended, you intervene, that's your ass. You can't kill me, I died when Sunny passed. Rise up like them niggas and Thriller from out the grass. Take a pull of the purple and then I pass. They tell me stop drinking and driving, I'm bound to crash. 2 AKs, banana clips do the math. Spill enough blood for somebody to take a bath. Spaz, whenever I'm on that brown. We could do this like the Wild Wild West, meet at your town. High noon seals, the quickest to shoot around. The loser be the nigga that's laying dead on the ground. You be the cop, I'm the robber. Really thinking you harder? Prove it. Russian roulette, 2 shells in the revolver. Going first ain't a problem. Actually, I be honored. Line them up like a barber. Never back down from drama. Put that shit on my mama. I ain't fucking around. Ain't no grave that could hold me down, Mike.
You're the only friend I got.
Hold me down, Mike.
Who's the fella who owns this shithole? I own this establishment.
There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Sir, you were a cowardly son of a
There
bitch.
ain't no grave
You just shot an unarmed
can
man.
hold my body down.
Well, he should have harmed himself.
When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna rise right out of the ground. Ain't no grave can hold my body down.
And on the cool check-in, center stage on the mic, and we putting it on wax. It's the new style.